can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to Thursday Night Football. It is the first game of Week 15. We are in the middle of December right now, guys, and things, even though it's getting colder around the United States, things are heating up big time right now across the NFL. A couple things I need to change just coming into this right now. Quick adjustments to the team records right here. Atlanta Falcons coming into this game 4-9. Tampa Bay. Ooh, do I have this mixed up right now? Falcons, hell yeah, says Broly. Do I have this mixed up right now? Please stand by here. Yeah, I totally do have this mixed up right now. That's an awkward start. That is a totally awkward start. Here I am thinking that the Buccaneers are on the road and we are at home at Raymond James. Let me make a couple of quick adjustments right now. How awkward is that? My goodness. Okay, that's okay. Easy fixes, guys. Easy fixes here. Well, that does change a couple of things. That's a quick fix right there. Buccaneers at home. Good place to be. Shout out to the chat. I know you guys are already in here thinking like, oh, great. It's going to be one of those days for Mario today. It is going to be one of those days for Mario today. Let's go ahead and make those quick changes. Okay. Nothing we haven't done in the past, right? Because we've had to do this, honestly, so many times on quick game changes. And you guys literally sit here and watch me do this, which love you guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Quick fixes, though. If you looky there. Oh, man. Great. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. Super, super awkward, though. It is. It is. Let's see. Buccaneers logo. All set. Okay, there we go. Buccaneers wearing the creamsicle right now, believe it or not. Atlanta Falcons wearing black today. All set, guys. All set. Although the thumbnail's probably going to trip a few people out. I feel like I might even need to make the change there to the thumbnail because that is on the backward side. Detroit is freezing right now, but Ann Arbor is really hot. Sharon, LOL, Bucks versus Bucks is right now, says Michael Nesbitt. Falcons and Buccaneers going at it here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make that quick change, guys. Sorry to waste the pregame doing that instead of actually breaking down the stats like we like to do. Super important for me to get this right for us to have a successful stream, though. I don't want anyone thinking that we are incorrect on this one coming into it, although we clearly are. But give me 1 second, guys, while I make this change. I even started this stream 15 minutes later thinking that, you know, what a bozo move. What a big old bozo move for Thursday Night Football. Let's see, group these together. Swap these two for sure. Move the Falcons text over to the other side. I know. Awkward. There we go. Okay, and then we'll move this over here. And you over here. Bet. Download JPEG, page 2. Sorry, guys. I know, not the way I like to start my live streams, but we're going to do it this way anyways just because it has to be done. It's important for me to get it done. What's going on, guys? Don't worry, be happy, says Roy Williams. What up, Roy? Thanks for checking in. Okay. Making sure that it's a quick fix. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how quickly you can clean them up. It's about how quickly you can clean them up. Go back here. Edit title and description. No, I got to go to studio. And you guys are actually going to watch the thumbnail change. You guys might not actually be able to see the thumbnail change, but I am changing the thumbnail right now because I totally had that backwards. Ay, coño, claro. Claro que hice eso también. It's page 1, not page 2. Let's go with page 1. Okay. All right. You can only control how you react. That is true, James. Lance Bowers saying, go Texans. I might as well have put up the Texans, Lance. I may as well just put up the Texans. Mike G saying, Studio 4. We got Kyborn Bread. What up, Kyborn? We got Kyborn Bread in the house. Buccaneers, Falcons, save. Okay. As awkward as that was, looks like the worst of the pain is over, guys. Let me get back to the chat. We are live right now, and it's time to break down some of these stats. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home today, not on the road. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home today. According to NFL, they rank 17th in the league, and their stats don't look so good right now, but in their defense, offensively, they have been without Mike Evans for the last 7 weeks. Chris Godwin missed the first part of the season, and tonight, yes, tonight will be the first time that Baker Mayfield has had all 3 of the wide receivers available to him today. And this is the perfect time for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get right. This is the perfect time for them to start getting healthy. Now, I think this is going to be blown out of the water today. I think Baker Mayfield is going to have a field day today. And honestly, I'm about to ask you guys if I should start Baker Mayfield or Joe Burrow in one of my fantasy leagues, because something tells me that Baker's about to go ham slam bananas with Mike Evans back in the lineup, with Chris Godwin's available, and Emeka Egbuka getting open right now too. Something tells me Baker greater than Joe Burrow this week? I don't know. Ooh, Roy Williams saying, don't count on it. THX saying, hey, Mario, I'm missing the Falcons icon. Is it just me? Am I blind? No, you might be missing that here as well. Let's go ahead and get that part set up, too. Let's see. We'll go to channel memberships, members, channel members, badges and emojis. Emoji. Let's get rid of let's get rid of the Bears, bro. Let's get rid of the Bears, guys. Sorry, Bears fans. Sorry, Bears fans. Not gonna bear down this week. And let's plug in the Falcons logo. Save and publish. Cool. All right, guys. If you refresh your stuff now, you should have access. For those of you who have access to the game, or who have access to the emojis, the custom emojis, you now have custom emojis. Okay, let's talk stats and analysis and numbers right now. 17th in the NFL, according to NFL.com, but also in points per game offensively, putting up 23 points per game. Yards per game offensively, this team ranks 22nd in the league, bottom half of the table in every category, both offensively and defensively. Honestly speaking, guys, the Buccaneers have not had their best showing here in 2025, but the regular season isn't the important part. It is the postseason. They do have an issue, though, and that is the fact that they are tied with, right now they're currently tied with the Carolina Panthers, who are looking to win out the rest of the season, which means the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have to do the same, and that's going to start with today's game. Defensively, guys, points per game allowed, they're giving up more points than they score. They're giving up 25 points per game. They're giving up 338 yards per game. They are allowing 5.7 yards per play, and on third down efficiency, on third downs, they are giving up a 40% conversion rate to opposing offenses on third downs. Inside the red zone, it gets even worse. Inside the red zone, if the Falcons find themselves inside the 20s, they should have a pretty good chance of scoring a touchdown. Tampa Bay's defense is giving up a success rate of almost 70%. That is really bad, guys. Really bad. But on the bright side, again, I expect all of these numbers to go up today. I expect all of those numbers to go up today, and there is a reason for it. Let's actually change this one here as well, because pretty sure it's you. Yes, Mike Evans is now in, guys. This is today's lineup. Bucky Irving is back, which means Rachaad White relegated to number 2, Sean Tucker at number 3, but we might see a mix of both of them. Mike Evans is back, ladies and gentlemen. I love this for Baker Mayfield. The only wide receiver quarterback duo that is better or has more receiving touchdowns or touchdown passes in the past couple years is literally Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But Baker Mayfield getting Mike Evans back is huge. On the other side, Emeka Egbuka, we know what he's been, a stud of a rookie. And Chris Godwin, always a reliable target as well. One of the players that is missing today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that is going to be Cade Otton. So Cade Otton not in at tight end. Today we'll have Payne Durham. Offensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from left to right. Left tackle, Tristan Wirfs. Right guard, Mike Jordan. At center, Graham Barton. Right guard, Dan Feeney. And right tackle, Luke Gadecki. This makes up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, Atlanta likes to spoil the Buccaneers party. This is a divisional showdown, guys. This is a divisional showdown. Taking a look here, guys. Nice Lions comment. I know, right? Just had to squeak it in there. Lions are good, dude. I like the Lions. I do. Okay. On the defensive side of things, this 3-4 defense is made up of Elijah Roberts, Vita Vea, and Logan Hall on the defensive line. 3 really solid defensive linemen, but we've seen some steps back. We've seen some regression. It's not just these 3 up here. Obviously, Vita Vea and especially Levante David cannot play forever. But Yaya Diaby, you'll see as the weak side linebacker. Today at the left inside linebacker, a couple of changes. We thought it was going to be John Bullock coming into this one. It's actually going to be Deion Jones at left inside linebacker. Levante David will be the right inside linebacker, and Hassan Reddick, the strong side linebacker. You expect better out of those names. Vita Vea, Levante David, Hassan Reddick, Logan Hall. This is the side you should really be worried about. And honestly, Elijah Roberts and Yaya Diaby are both solid names out there on the defensive side of things, but we haven't seen too much success out of this team in 2025. Okay, all that being said, let's move on. Jamel Dean is going to be the left corner. Your right corner, Zion McCollum. Your 2 safeties for today, Antoine Winfield Jr., and in the absence of Tyke Smith, you'll see Kayvon Merriweather filling in at the free safety spot. Okay. Oh, did you like the Sway app, dude? Hey, man, wasn't that so much fun? I really do like doing the Sway app. I just wish that we had more people in there, man. We did have, how many people won? 30 people won yesterday, I think. I think everyone took home like $8 and some change. 29 people or something like that won yesterday, and they took home like $8 and some change. So, anyways, okay, guys, let's move on here. Let's take a quick look at the stats now for the Atlanta Falcons. We got about 15 minutes left. So this is going to be your road team here, the Atlanta Falcons. And we'll take a quick look at the stats here. So offensively, it's been a mess. Michael Penix Jr. not going to be your starter today. It is going to be Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix Jr. on IR. Easton Stick in case Kirk Cousins stinks up the place, but we'll see how it goes. A lot of people talking about how amazing Bijan Robinson is, and you know what? I'm not going to say that he's not amazing. I do like me some Bijan Robinson, but in this offense right now this season, definitely an underwhelming season for Bijan Robinson. Points per game offensively, this team isn't even scoring 20 points per game. That's 27th in the NFL. Yards per game, yards per play, they are actually on the top half of the table, and a good chunk of that is thanks to Bijan Robinson. However, Drake London is out for today's contest, so Kirk Cousins going to be playing a man down, and there are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting healthier and healthier. Here are the Atlanta Falcons with literally nothing to play for. They have been eliminated from the postseason in the NFC race. So we'll see if the Atlanta Falcons really care that much about getting the win here over a divisional opponent, or if they just want a better postseason or a better draft pick heading into, the postseason. Okay, offensively, we talked about it. Very not good in points per game. That's my professional take on it. Third down efficiency, also very not good. I know, I said it. I had to double down on it. 30% success rate at converting third downs. That's not great. And red zone efficiency, they do slip to the bottom half. Now, defensively, the Atlanta Falcons have actually been all right. Defensively. Now, they do give up 24 points per game, which is more than what they are scoring. However, they are 14th in yards per game allowed, 12th in yards per play allowed. They are also 12th in red zone efficiency, so it's not all awful here for the Atlanta Falcons. A success rate of just under 40% on third downs for this defense. This defense right now in 2025 is arguably better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mayfield is a punk, says Roy Williams. Kevin Lewis saying LOL, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Some would say that is very not good. Very not good, James. Some would say that. Some dummies would say that from time to time. I don't know who. I don't know who would be the idiot to say things awkwardly, but someone somewhere might say that sometimes. Maybe. Perhaps. Okay. All right. Who-dat saying, Clark, what up? Clark, thanks for checking in. Okay, let's take a quick look here at the offense for the Atlanta Falcons, shall we? Taking a look at Kirk Cousins. He's going to be our starting quarterback today. Over here, Bijan Robinson, your number one running back. Tyler Algier also going to be contributing out there. That's going to basically be the engine room, guys. It's going to be Bijan Robinson all day today, especially in the absence of Drake London. Darnell Mooney going to be your wide receiver one for today. We'll see David Stills, the fifth, if you want to add in the fifth. But David Stills going to be out there, and then I guess your wide receiver three is going to be Dylan Drummond. Maybe, I suppose, maybe Devin Tompkins. I don't know. I think it's going to be Kaderil Hodge. Kaderil Hodge probably going to get a lot more targets, but what do I know? Wouldn't be surprised if Kaderil Hodge got way more targets today than expected. Kyle Pitts is also going to be a viable option today. He might be Kirk Cousins' option number one outside of Bijan Robinson, but I do expect today to be the Bijan Robinson show, and I also expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be planning for that. I do think the Buccaneers will win this game decisively, but that's just me. Offensive line for the Atlanta Falcons, guys. Left tackle, Jake Matthews. Left guard, Matthew Bergeron. At center, Ryan Neusel. Right guard, Chris Lindstrom. And right tackle, Elijah Wilkinson. This makes up the offense for the Atlanta Falcons. What up, Mike G? You know what I haven't done today, guys? I have not done my roll call for today. So, what's going on? Let's see who's in the chat right now. Shout out, of course, to Mr. Robert Zamora. Thank you for checking in. I got Space Explorer in the house. What up, Space Explorer? Dontavius Clark, Eden Malik, back for more. Scott, I see you out there. Looks like Isaiah Berger is in there. Mike G, B-Dog Wrench, Living Like Larry, Roy Williams, Power Stokes. Okay. Jermise in the house. I got Bubba. I got Peace. I got CJ. Banning checking in. Who else? Who else is in the house? Daniel Brown, of course, tomorrow saying hello. TH saying what's up. I see you guys. Drago Balboa, Imperfect Bob, Timothy, Temple of Brutus, Terrence, hello. What's up, guys? Welcome back. There we go. Good to have y'all back. Daniel and Scott and Dan and Mr. Arian. What's up, man? We've got Chino. Chino's back for more. Daniel Brown, Donnie Davis, Alonzo, Mr. Gator. What is up? Okay. All right, guys. Lots of great names. Great to see Lance Bowers and Kevin Lewis in the house. John, I could do this all day, man. I could do this all day, guys. Hey, shout out. I got you, bro. I got you, Clark. I'm here. I'm here for you guys, man. Honestly, there would be no point in me being here if you didn't show up for the live streams. I want you guys to feel welcome, man. I see a lot of these names coming back time and time again. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm giving you guys your shout-outs, dude. It's good to see you guys, man. Tap you all up. What's up, guys? Fist bumps to everybody in the house. Welcome back, guys. We got another game. We got another game today. It is Falcons and Buccaneers. How good this game is going to be, I don't know. I do expect it to be fairly one-sided. We'll see how far this game, how long this game stays interesting, yeah? Okay, guys, taking a look at the defense here for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons, LaKale London, left defensive end. Nose tackle today going to be Rook Oroho. God, that's a nightmare of a name. Shout out to Rook. I see him, Oroho. That's or Horo. We'll work on it. Let's move on to Mr. Onyemata, David Onyemata at the left defensive end. Weak side linebacker going to be Leonard Floyd. Left inside linebacker, Divine Diablo. Right inside linebacker, Caden Ellis. And strong side linebacker, Jalen Walker. Left corner for today, A.J. Terrell. Right corner, way over there, the right corner, way down there, going to be Mike Hughes. And your two safeties for today. You know him, you love him. Jesse Bates, going to be your strong safety, and Xavier Watts, your free safety for this contest. That will make up the Atlanta Falcons defense. We will see what level of competition Atlanta decides to show up with today. Taking a quick look at these numbers, guys. This is the postseason. We've got about 10 minutes here until kickoff, so let's break down the playoff picture, shall we? This game is an NFC game, so why don't we start with the NFC first? Okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs as it sits right now. They are sitting at 7-6. 7-6, not the other way around. In the postseason, you'll notice the Atlanta Falcons are nowhere to be found. They have been eliminated from the postseason, but you will also notice that the Carolina Panthers are sitting in this same division with a same record of 7-6. If the Buccaneers lose today, they will officially swap places with the Carolina Panthers at least until we see the Panthers play the Saints this week. It gets interesting because the Carolina Panthers also have 2 games, just like the Buccaneers have 2 games against each other. Yes, you heard that right. So it is going to come down to the wire in this NFC South. Yes, the Falcons are out of the picture, but they can really spoil the party before the season is done. Here's the quick look right now at the schedule, the next 3 games coming up here. It is at Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers at Buccaneers. 2 games for the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers, 2 games against the Panthers for the Buccaneers, and that's going to be interesting. So, yes, we're not talking about the Falcons right now. This really matters more for Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay drops this game, they are out of the postseason. I can't make it any clearer than that, right? Okay, so Panthers on the sidelines, licking their chops. If there's any Carolina Panthers fans in the chat right now, you guys are probably rooting for the Atlanta Falcons in this game. I always ask who will win. 76% of the chat going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I think the more interesting question would be, who are you rooting for? We'll get to that in a moment. I am going to bring it up, but this is the NFC playoff picture, guys. Rams, Packers, Eagles, Buccaneers, Seahawks, 49ers, and Bears. This makes up the NFC picture. You will notice that the Seahawks are sitting at 10-3 with a better record than all 3 of these teams here. But, of course, divisionally, this is how it works out. Seahawks, a very solid team. Do not sleep on Seattle just because they are at number 5. Because if we are going heads up right now, they would be sitting at number 2. Okay, in the AFC, quick look to the AFC now. Cool as a fan, thanks for checking in. Mr. Mojo, I see you out there. I see a couple of names now checking in as well. Looks like Pedro is in the house. DJ Gene, rock and roll, brother. Who else, man? Okay, keep those conversations flowing, guys. Keep those conversations flowing. Lots of big games coming up this week, guys. Lots of big games. The Broncos are playing the Packers this week. The Patriots are playing the Bills. I will be covering that game. We've also got the Steelers versus the Dolphins. I will be covering that game as well. Obviously, right now we are covering this matchup with the Buccaneers, who are currently in the mix. And if you're interested in the rest of the schedule, well, I guess here it is. I will be covering Sunday afternoon. We've got the Lions and the Rams. That's going to be one heck of a matchup as well. And I've got the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys, who are both also fighting for a spot in the postseason. Yes, even those teams are still available, and I think loser goes home out of this matchup right here. Loser goes home out of that matchup right there, I am pretty sure. So, lot at stake this week. Things are heating up. I see Mr. Mojo saying, fins up, saying, go Dolphins. Has Kirk Cousins been injured? What, like ever? Because yes, Terrence, big yes to that. Pretty sure he tore his Achilles a few years back. Anyways, okay. So, this side of the equation also looking very interesting. Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars, Steelers at the top of their division, albeit only slightly and barely for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chargers, Bills, and Texans right here. Chargers getting a big win over the Eagles last week. That was huge. That was huge. Would have been better if the Dallas Cowboys would have gotten a win over the Detroit Lions last week. Collarbone 2, says Mike. You like that? That game was huge, Roy Williams. That famous, you like that game from Kirk Cousins? Well, let's see what kind of Kirk Cousins we get this week. My guess is that Kirk Cousins does not want to lose his job to Michael Penix Jr. again. So he's probably going to show up today. Even without Drake London, I don't know, man. Those incentive bonuses in the NFL are nice. Let's see. Penix Jr. is not the future. I never thought so, Alonzo. I never thought so. Mr. Mojo saying Cousins will show up. Looks like Alicia Stanton is in the house. Hello, Alicia. Thank you for checking in. Dan saying, and done nothing since, Dan. Yikes. Give him back to the Vikings, says James. Atlanta paid out the wazoo for him, though, man. Highest paid free agent signing in NFL history, Kirk Cousins, coming out of that. Anyways, guys, Baker Mayfield this season, 2,700 passing yards. Kirk Cousins, just 845. Rushing yards, 285 for Baker Mayfield, 9 for Kirk Cousins. Obviously, the sample size is very different between the two. More games played for Baker, and Kirk Cousins has already thrown 3 interceptions. Lower completion percentage, lower passer rating than Baker Mayfield. Those are really the only 2 statistical categories that we can compare between the two, because obviously sample size. Obviously sample size. Edgar Vasquez, what's going on, man? Zach saying Falcons should have drafted Brock Bowers and signed Justin Fields on a 1-year contract. But why would they have signed Brock Bowers when they've got Kyle Pitts, also the highest drafted tight end in NFL history? Yeah, the Atlanta Falcons have done some pretty stupid things in the past 5-6 years, guys. Atlanta Falcons looks like they've been spiraling. Honestly, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, a real Atlanta Falcons fan watching this, I think they should have given Dan Quinn a little bit longer. I think Dan Quinn took this team as a head coach to the Super Bowl, where they infamously blew what was it, a 20, what was the lead against the New England Patriots that they blew, 28-3 or something like that? I don't remember. Whatever it was. Then Dan Quinn, no more, bye-bye. But I like Dan Quinn as a head coach. I think he would have been a great head coach had he stayed with the Atlanta Falcons, and I think they would have gone far. What's going on? Chance Tanner saying good morning. I see you out there. Looks like you're out in Thailand. Chance, thanks for checking in. Looks like St. Arntix back again. Falcons have been wild ever since Michael Vick, a little bit for sure. Here we go. Cousins tonight, says Banger Wave. Smash that like button, says Jay Mullen. Jay Mullen, thanks for checking in, my friend. Okay, y'all. That is just a quick quarterback comparison. This game is about to get started any moment here, y'all. This game about to get started any moment here. Still don't see players having taken the field. Tampa Bay wearing creamsicle orange today, guys. They're going back to their roots. Going back to their roots with the creamsicle orange today for Tampa Bay. Anyways, you can see the comparison here defensively, guys. Yards allowed per game. The Falcons giving up 322. The Buccaneers giving up 338. That is a very minimal difference right now. Don't let the colors fool you. Look at the numbers on the outside. Rushing yards allowed per game, 100 for the Buccaneers, 131 for the Falcons. That's the difference of a field goal maybe right there. Passing yards allowed per game, giving up 237 versus the Falcons that are giving up 191. Taking a look at the turnovers forced and the sacks right here. The Falcons have been pretty good at getting after the quarterback, guys. 43 sacks on the year. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers with 32. Turnovers forced to 19 for the Buccaneers defense, 16 for the Falcons defense. We are lining up to kick this thing off, and it looks like the Buccaneers are lining up to receive, folks. Looks like the Buccaneers are lining up to receive here. Okay. Looks like I'm going to need to move some of this stuff over here. It's all good, man. It's all good. Okay. Buccaneers to receive the kickoff, folks. Here is the opening kick, and we have game on. There's the opening kick back to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, down at about the 33, still up actually, down at the 34. Call that a first down. We got a 1st and 10 with 14:53 on the clock. Here comes Baker Mayfield with a full, healthy cast of wide receivers today. Something he has not had all season. This will be interesting to see how they do this opening drive. It will be interesting to see how they run this opening drive. Okay, Baker Mayfield. Single back formation right now. Looks like 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. He'll turn around and hand this off to Bucky Irving, who finds some room on the right-hand side. Will pick up 11 yards on the opening play. Trying to get a little extra push here from Jalen McMillan. And looks like it'll be an 11-yard pickup on the very first play of the game. That's good for a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down. I am going to need to make a few adjustments since I had the home and away teams offset here. So let's get that cleaned up before the OCD that I have to deal with in my own head gets the best of me. All right, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now at the 45-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 in a shotgun formation. A man standing to the left of Baker. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. A drop back. Baker's in trouble. He'll have to get rid of it. Bucky again on the right-hand side to the 50. Across to the 45 on the other half of midfield. And this is going to bring up another first down. First down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are cooking now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are cooking now. So Tampa Bay quickly find themselves inside of Falcons territory. Tampa Bay finds themselves quickly inside of Falcons territory. They are lining up here a 1st and 10 at the 45. I think that's passable. Okay. 1st and 10. Here's the snap out of the gun, looking to the right, a wind-up and a throw. It's swatted down at the line of scrimmage. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10. It stops the clock with 13:27. 13 minutes and 27 seconds here left to go. It's a 2nd down and 10. Refreshing all of my graphics to make sure I've got everything you're looking for. Please stand by. Blow this up and make sure that it's big enough to read. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Okay, folks, here we go. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Bucky Irving on 1st and 10. It's 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. The carry goes nowhere. This will start the clock. It does bring up a 3rd down and 10, and the football stays at the Atlanta 45. They call it the 44. Looks like checking onto the field right now. Mike Evans coming back after the broken collarbone. Let's see if Evans can get on board. Okay, Mike Evans is back, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever told you he was out for the season lied to you. Mike Evans is back. He is lined up right now on this play. A shotgun formation from the 44-yard line. Blitz coming in. A wind-up and a throw. Incomplete pass. Will bring up a 4th down and 10. Looks like that one was intended for Emeka Egbuka on 3rd down. It does bring up a 4th down. So 4th down and 10. Egbuka a little too quick on the change right there. This will bring up a 4th down. The incomplete pass does stop the clock with 12:43. We are going to see a punt here from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over to the Atlanta Falcons. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the boot. This one goes back. And this one is going to take a nice bounce, and they're going to keep this right here on the 1-yard line. It does not get better than that, guys. They're going to pin them back at the 1. Beautiful punt right there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With 12 minutes and 33 seconds left to go, the Atlanta Falcons will take over. So Falcons now get their opening drive of the game. Big punt right there, guys. Looks like they'll start this drive on the 2-yard line. Looks like they'll start this drive on the 2-yard line. Okay. There we go. That feels a little bit better. All right, guys, trying to make sure that I am all settled in. Don't know how I got off to such a rocky start at the beginning of this game, but I think we've recovered. Shout out to everyone in the chat. What's going on, guys? Okay. Opening drive of the game. No points. Opening drive, less than 2.5 minutes, guys. 12 minutes and 33 seconds still left on the board. They have cut to a quick commercial, but you got me. I'm still here with you. Don't you worry. Shout out to you guys. Dan saying touchback coming. No touchback, man. It was a beautiful punt. Yeah, it's cold down here, says Dan. Is all good, says Roy. Rock and roll, man. No worries, Big Pimpin' spent the cheese. Is that not it? 58 is not winter, says Tommy. Tommy, it was like 75 here in San Antonio earlier today. Let's see. I see Happy Mario, says Juana Love. Yes, Juana Love, Happy Mario indeed. Space Explorer asking what is up. You actually want to know what's up, Space Explorer? I'll let you know what's up, dude. So my wife's birthday was just a few days ago. And she decided she wanted to go out to Texas wine country. So I'm actually going off-grid for the next 2 days, guys. Y'all aren't going to hear a peep out of me for the next 48 hours. We're going to go out to Fredericksburg, Texas, and just try some different wines. Go to the Allstadt Brewery. Go check out some pretty cool stuff for the next 48 hours and celebrate her birthday. So that is what is up. Thank you for asking, Space Explorer. Thank you for asking. Did you get that yard work done, says Smoke Burp? Yes. I mowed the lawn and took care of everything. Let's see. So we went to a sports bar, says Dan. Let's see. American in the house. America and the world saying we bucking crazy, baby. Rock that cookie cheese monster. Okay. Notify. What's up, dude? Thanks for checking in, man. Nolan asking, saying, bro, who got the ball? Nolan, you must be new to the channel, my friend. If you're seeing this screen right now, it's because we're in a commercial break. But to answer your question, the Atlanta Falcons have the football as indicated by the possession needle above my head at all times. Here's the snap and a handoff on 1st and 10 as we come back from the commercial break. It's a run to the right-hand side, and it looks like it'll be maybe a 1-yard pickup here. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 9 after Bijan Robinson goes to the right-hand side. Okay, we've got ourselves action happening now. We'll start this clock once again. We will start this clock once again as we go deeper and deeper here in the first quarter. Break! Lining up here, the Atlanta Falcons. Kirk Cousins under center, waiting for the snap. Looking at 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom here. Cousins on 2nd down and 9 will take it. He will hand this off to Bijan out to the right-hand side. Bijan goes, and Robinson will pick up 9 yards, maybe 10. Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons, 1st down. Bijan will take that football out. Looks like to about the We'll call it the 17-yard line. It's a 10-yard run for Bijan Robinson, 1st and 10. Down below, you can also see who has possession, folks. You can also see who has possession. Down below, you can see Atlanta Falcons have the ball, and they are heading that way. To answer this question, no way, Jose. Or I should say, no way, Keith. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Single back formation for Atlanta. A snap and a play action here. Cousins, a clean pocket, will wind up and throw. He finds Kyle Pitts for 13 yards on that one. That's good for a first down. That moves the football from the 17 to the 30. 1st and 10 after a grab by Kyle Pitts on that play. Wide open move for Pitts. Clean pocket. And he was honestly nobody near him on that one. Keith asking if Phillip Rivers still got it, bro. Yo no sé. Yo no sé. Thank you, Nancy. Thanks for checking in. Okay, y'all. Looks like they're clearing off an injury. Jamel Dean, we just talked about him, guys. We just talked about the corner, Jamel Dean. He is hobbling off the field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. And my clock is a little bit ahead. They did have that injury timeout after Jamel Dean went down. Looks like it could be a right shoulder injury. Not quite sure why he would be hobbling from a left shoulder injury. So, I don't know. He's on the sideline, just took off his helmet. Looks like Jacob Parrish is checking in right now, the 3rd-round selection, 84th overall in this 2025 draft. So we'll see if Kirk Cousins decides to pick on the rookie here. From the 30-yard line, the Falcons with the football lined up on the left hash. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right side they go. And Bijan Robinson from the 30 down to about the 34-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup and a 2nd down. And 6 coming up for the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons back on the drive right here. Camera focusing on the sideline. Raheem Morris, head coach, potentially in the hot seat right now after going 4-9 this season. They also picked up Michael Penix Jr. after drafting Kirk Cousins, and we all know that that's not the right choice there. Why they did that, I do not know. I personally believe that Cousins would have been the better choice. But motion on the field out of this pistol here from the 34-yard line. Cousins to the left will find Bijan. Bijan, triple teamed, will still find some space. Bijan Robinson will pick up about 10 yards on that play to the left-hand side before going out of bounds. But hold the phone. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this call is. 9:51 on the clock. A flag has come in. Waiting for the white hat to figure it out. I think they're saying holding on Kyle Pitts. Sorry. Waiting for the call. What? They're saying there is no flag on the play? I guess they're saying there is no flag on the play. They've waved off this flag, guys. It will be a 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons. Waving off the flag, 9:51 here left to go. It's 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. They'll punch this clock back in, and we're ticking. Pistol formation, a snap and a handoff. Tyler Algier will get the carry this time. Algier will pick up 3 yards on that play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. So no flag there. They were initially going to throw a flag on Kyle Pitts for a hold, but Pitts did a good job of not getting his hands wrapped around where they weren't supposed to be, and the officials waved off the flag. They had one of those conversations. Did you see something? Did you not see something? I thought I saw something. If you think you saw something, that's not good enough. Okay, 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7, motion on the field right now, waiting for the snap. Cousins will take it. Looks like everyone in those creamsicle jerseys goes to the right-hand side, to the bottom of the screen here, but that's not going to do much. 2nd down and 7, Bijan will still pick up 5 against the entire Buccaneers defense. A 5-yard pickup, that is solid. 8:30 left to go. 3rd down and 2 at the Tampa Bay at the Tampa Bay 49. So the Falcons have crossed midfield right now. This is just about where the Buccaneers' opening drive stalled out. Big third down coming up for Atlanta. 3rd down and 2. Lining up on the 49. Kirk Cousins screams at the line. He backs up real quick. Motion from Bijan. Algier gets the carry. Flag comes in right before the snap. Normally when that happens, it's going to be a false start. It is 5-yard penalty. False start on Wilkinson. Yikes. That's going to hurt. And that will back them up. So instead of 3rd down and 2, it becomes 3rd down and 7 after the penalty. And the Buccaneers in a much better spot now. 3rd down and 7. Atlanta backed up to their own 46. Can Atlanta convert on this big 3rd down? 3rd down. 7:45 on the clock here. Shotgun formation, play clock down to 1. Here is the false start again. Another false start on the offense. That's embarrassing. So back-to-back false starts will back up the offense, 10 yards? Let's see what they say. All the guys getting up. We've got 5 officials together right now to talk about what they just saw. And I think they're trying to determine whether it was a false start or if it was an offsides or a neutral zone infraction. We'll see what the call is in just a moment. Jake Matthews, the left tackle. Delay of game. Okay. And Raheem Morris is screaming, saying, what? I mean, it was getting close right here. Delay of game, play clock. I mean, there had to have been, before the play clock wound down, that's the wrong call. Whatever it was, there was clearly something that happened on that left tackle. That should have been a false start. They called it a delay of game. That's going to reflect poorly on the officials. It would have been a 5-yard penalty anyways, but 3rd down and 12 from the 41. Here's the snap from the 41-yard line. Kirk Cousins will hit a man in stride. It is going to be Sills who makes the grab for the Atlanta Falcons, but that's not going to be enough to move the chains. So David Sills makes the grab. It brings up a 4th down and 8 after a 4-yard pickup. Raheem Morris having a conversation with the, I guess with the down judge right now. Excuse me. 6:45 here left to go. The clock is ticking. 4th down and 8, and it looks like we are going to get a punt from Pignon. So Pignon about to punt this one away. Looks like we've picked up 2 new channel members. Welcome, guys. Appreciate y'all. Here is the punt. This one is up, and away with 6:25 left to go. It is signaled a fair catch with 6:22 left to go. This drive will start on the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking the field right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking the field right now. Dude, this game is going under, says our friend Sean. What up, Everett? Defense on both teams are doing their job, says DJ Gene. All right, guys, I've got half a mind to change this to that creamsicle orange. What do y'all think? I think I should change it. Something tells me I should change it. I feel like I should change it. I don't know. I was looking for a, quote, creamsicle orange. None of them make sense. They're all burnt orange. But it does make it feel normal. It does make it feel a little more normal. Because those of you who are able to watch the game, we can see that the Buccaneers are wearing the creamsicle. Yes, Cleveland brown to orange, says DJ Gene. I guess we can leave it here for now. We can leave it here for now. Why not? I think it'll add some spirit to this game today. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Football Nation. The Atlanta Falcons are eliminated from this season's postseason, but this is the schedule in case you guys are curious. This is a schedule in case we're curious. Let me double check this right now. So this cannot be accurate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's take a quick look here and see who the Atlanta Falcons play in Week 16. They'll be playing the New York Giants. Don't know how that got mixed up here. I wonder, do I have the old Falcons schedule? It must have had the New York Giants up there. Anyways, they will be playing December 22nd against the New York That's not right either. What is the damn schedule here? Week 16, they'll be playing the Arizona Cardinals. Then they do play the Rams and the New Orleans Saints. So Arizona Cardinals is the matchup missing here. Don't know how this got all sauced up right there, but there it is. There it is. So Week 16, this game will happen at this date and time. So the date and time is correct. It will be Atlanta Falcons at Arizona, not Buccaneers. That's the one change right here. At Arizona Cardinals. Good to go. The rest of this is also set to go if you're a Falcons fan. Monday Night Football on the 29th, folks. It will be against the Rams. I will be covering that game. Not enough time to get into this because we are back from our commercial break here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, here's the snap, dropping back against the blitz. Baker Mayfield going to wind up and throw a wobbly pass, a dangerous pass. Luckily for Baker, is incomplete. It brings up a second down, stops the clock with 6:18. Baker going to shake his head on that one. Looks like FDJC Engine is back again. Welcome in, FDJC Engine. Cheers to you, my friend. I appreciate your support on this channel, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, second down and 10. Tampa Bay on the right hash, 17-yard line for Baker Mayfield. Motion on the field. Baker takes it, turns around and hands this off. Looks like it's Rachaad White who gets the carry, and he'll pick up. No, that's definitely Bucky Irving. He'll pick up about 5 yards on second down. This will bring up a third down. Third down and 5-ish. After that, be a third down and 5-ish after that. Need Falcons going for the win. Is Baker injured? Kind of injured. He had an injury on the non-throwing shoulder. Looks like the run there for Bucky Irving was better than I had expected. It was a 7-yard gain, guys. Third down and 3 coming up now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The football out to the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay in between the hashes, the blitz coming in, and out of time. Baker has to improvise. He's sacked on the play. Down he goes. A bag on the play. And you gotta love it. Caden Ellis on the stop. Fourth down coming up now. It's gonna be a, ooh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. A sack? No, it is not. Flag on the play. Holding. Defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down. A flag on the play. First and 10 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A defensive holding against Terrell. We start the clock once again, guys. Shotgun formation, motion on the field. Tampa Bay now out to the 28-yard line. It's a snap and a handoff. And this time, good spacing here for White. He gets across the 40, across the 45, shy of the 50. Good strong run to the left-hand side. Gets the football out to about the 49. From the 29 to the 49, that's a 20-yard run for Rachaad White and a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down. First down for Tampa. First down for Tampa. Okay. Baker is always hurt, says Jeff. Baker is always hurt, says Jeff. Yeah, but he plays through it, man. Baker ain't no baby. Uh-oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. We've got an injury on the field. We'll stop the clock, guys. Looks like 4 minutes and 49 seconds here left to go. An injury has stopped the clock. Hughes slow to get up on the Atlanta Falcons defense. Number 21 for the Atlanta Falcons is down. Looks like he is down. Cheers to you, Ricky. I appreciate that, sir. Walking off the field, Mike Hughes. Going to take a quick leave here. We'll see how long he is out for. He is able to walk right now. Not exactly super confident in the walking ability here, but it seems to be getting better as he walks deeper into the sideline. Okay. So that last play was Rachaad White. You can see that Rachaad White, his first carry of the day, as I said, went for 20 yards. It's down over here, right-hand side for Buccaneers fans. Single back formation for Tampa Bay. Hands to the helmet, takes a quick look back. Baker has something to say. Bucky Irving is the running back, and Irving will get the carry. He will go nowhere on that handoff. And so Bucky going to pick up minimal, maybe 2 yards on that play. 2nd down and 8, I guess. 2nd down and 9. Good stop right there by Alford of the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons defense making another stop right now. Tampa Bay barely at the 50-yard line. Jeff Ulbrich, the defensive coordinator right now for the Atlanta Falcons. 2nd down and 9. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation at the 50-yard line. Baker Mayfield waits for the snap. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Motion from Mike Evans. Here's the drop back against the blitz. Looking to Mike Evans. He makes the grab on the right-hand side. Welcome back, Mike Evans. His first catch of the contest. There you go. A little pump right there. He went, 1st down, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, welcome back. I made a last-minute change and put Mike Evans in on my lineup. Start your studs, right? If he's back after a 7-week absence and it's not a soft muscle injury, I feel good about it. I feel good about it. Mike Evans going to get a touchdown today. I feel good about that. Okay. So, 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield at the 38-yard line will drop back. Survey steps into the pocket, airs this one out. A beautiful dart to Emeka Egbuka. Overthrown, though. Beautiful pass, incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Beautiful pass, incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Thank you, John Wick. So 3:01 left to go. The Atlanta Falcons standing on their own 38-yard line on defense as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense continues to apply pressure to the 4-9 team. Buccaneers pushing towards Falcons end zone. Shotgun formation at the 38-yard line, trips at the bottom of the screen, looking that way. Baker runs out of time, changes his mind. He's scrambling. He will go down. 2nd down and 10 becomes 3rd down and 15 as Baker Mayfield is sacked by Pierce Jr. Beautiful play there by the Atlanta Falcons defense. My goodness. My goodness, James Pierce Jr., huge time play right there. That's big league right there. 2:30 left to go. 3rd down and 15. James Pierce Jr. of the Atlanta Falcons defense makes a beautiful play on the quarterback. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to find a way to adjust. 3rd down and extra long. Baker drops back, will air this out. Catch is made by Emeka Egbuka. There is a flag on the play. Okay, there's a flag on the play. Baker pointing in that direction saying, no, we're going this way. We picked up that 1st down. Okay, it was a catch by Emeka Egbuka. There is a penalty on the play. It is illegal contact. The illegal contact penalty will be declined right here. So the penalty is illegal contact against the Atlanta Falcons. And the penalty should be declined because Emeka Egbuka just took us inside the red zone. Good catch right there by Egbuka. 1st and 10. We're at the Atlanta 20. At the Atlanta Falcons 20-yard line, we line up. We are in the red zone now. Motion on the field, the snap and the drop back. Looking to the left, looking to the right. Baker fires, catch made, down at about the 1-yard line. Are they calling it a touchdown? They're saying it is short. Oh my goodness. Is it Jalen McMillan or is it a touch? They're calling it a touchdown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, Baker Mayfield with a tutty. I see 6 points on the board, but all scoring plays are reviewed. Let's take a look at it one more time. He is down, but the football has broken the plane there. I think the nose of the football definitely broke the plane there. McMillan went down there. And so Did the nose break the plane? That is the question. Let's watch it one more time. His backside is down short of the end zone. Backside is the technical term that they like to use in the NFL. They don't say but, they don't say whatever. His backside was down shy of the end zone, but the way he was leaning, looks like this one's going to stand, guys. I think this should be a touchdown, McMillan. Of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. This one will probably be reviewed heavily. They might be cutting to a commercial break to review this thing with 1:36 here left to go. As it sits, I got 6 points on the board right now. They will cut to a quick commercial break. It stands at 6-0 right now. Okay, Edgar saying power. Johnny, what's going on? Johnny Gonzalo, or Gonzoel? Johnny Gonzo El Panzon. Johnny Gonzo El Panzon. You gotta have the capitalization there, brother. Look short, says Mute. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know, says Notify. What do you guys think, man? Need this to stand, says Ricky. Ricky needs this one to stand. Lily asking for a shout-out. I'm new to the channel. Lily, what's going on, Lily? Thanks for checking in. Fist bumps to our new friend, Lee. Lee is in the house. What up, Lee? I see, Kayon Dewey. Kayon Dewey, hermano. Que onda? Que onda, way? What's up? Don't trip. That's funny. You spelled that out, and I was like glitching. Wait, what language is this? I wasn't sure what language you were in. Tyreek World, what's up, man? Hello, hello. I see Laura saying hello. I see Tyreek World checking in right now. What up, man? Jeremy Hottenstein saying this should be a Buccaneers win. Just saying. I agree with that, Jeremy. I've been saying it all day. What up, Mr. Dixon? Mario Dixon in the house. What up, brother? My Mario brother. What is the Buccaneers schedule? Asked Jody. Jody, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers schedule. A beautiful schedule here with the Panthers twice in the next 2 weeks, and their only competition in this division is, well, you know, the Panthers. So, I love this. This is so good. Now, here's what I expect to happen, guys. I expect the Atlanta Falcons to lose this game, and I expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game. And I expect the Carolina Panthers to beat the New Orleans Saints this week as well. If both teams do that, they will head into this week. It's not going to stand, guys. It's not going to stand. I'm coming back from commercial break. This does bring up a, looks like a 1st and goal coming up, y'all. No touchdown. We'll scroll back and roll down the points here. This could be a Bucky Irving touchdown or a Sean Tucker play. 1st and goal, a snap, and a toss up. That throw, left-hand side, Mike Evans to get the touchdown. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal. So, incomplete pass, 2nd down and goal. Mike Evans couldn't make the grab. Hi. Hi, baby man. We are inside the red zone. What do you think, baby boy? You want to watch some football with Dad? You want to watch some football with Dad? It's 2nd down and goal, Sammy. It's 2nd down and goal. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Baker will hand this off. Sean Tucker up the middle, and Sean Tucker will score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Sean Tucker. Touchdown. It's a touchdown, guys. It is a touchdown because the baby said it would be. Because the baby said it would be. Touchdown. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm sure he's afraid of me yelling too. Okay, let's put 6 points on the board, guys. Touchdown. Love you, little man. Touchdown, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will go up 6-0. Here comes the extra point attempt. We already did the touchdown sound earlier. We're not going to do it twice. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good, and the score is now 7-0. 7-0, folks. Okay. All right. Jay Mullen saying touchdown music. We had the touchdown music earlier. You want the touchdown music? Sure. There it is. Touchdown Tampa Bay. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta Falcons will be getting the football back here momentarily. The Atlanta Falcons will be getting the football back here momentarily. But we go to another quick commercial break. So Sean Tucker, a 1-yard touchdown drive, a 1-yard touchdown plunge for Sean Tucker. I love me some Sean Tucker. Big fan of Mr. Tucker. Big fan of Mr. Sean Tucker. Ooh, trivia quiz at halftime. We got 1:36 left to go in the first, so we're not quite there yet. But in case you're new to the channel, we will have a trivia quiz coming up. Hot diggity, says Juana. Life with Lou saying, who is Sean Tucker? Sean Tucker, you know, that running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who wears the number 44 on his jersey. The guy who is the bulldozer wrecking ball. He's too small to be a fullback and too fast to be a fullback. I don't know, man. He's just an athletic freak. I love Sean Tucker. I think he's one of the better pieces for this Tampa Bay offense. Here's the kickoff, folks. This one going to go back, and we do not get a return here. This drive will start on the 35-yard line for the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons now taking over here. So Bijan Robinson, they've got this cool board where Bijan just goes, big flex Bijan Robinson right here with the, I'm that guy. And if you can imagine my arms twice the size or 3 times the size that they are, I'd be more built like Bijan Robinson. But that dude's built different, and I think we can all agree. 1st and 10 coming up for the Atlanta Falcons at the 35-yard line. Bijan Robinson, the single back in on this formation here. Under center, Kirk Cousins motion on the field from Pitts. Kyle Pitts. Here's the snap. Little play action. Cousins. Pocket collapses. A windup and a throw. Hits Pitts in motion. Out to the 40-yard line. Across midfield. Big first down, Atlanta Falcons. From the 35-yard line to the 40. Across midfield. Kirk Cousins trusts Kyle Pitts, which is great to see. Good throw. Way to lead him on that pass, Cousins. A beautiful throw from Kirk Cousins to Kyle Pitts on a slant route. Double slants on that route. And Cousins just put it right at the logo. Here we go across midfield. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line in Buccaneers territory. The Falcons with the football motion. The snap, the handoff. Robinson to the left. Robinson splits the defense. Will dive forward and gain 3. A flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is with 50 seconds here left to go. Holding. Offense. That's going to go on number 70. Replay. First down. So a holding on the offense. The Falcons continue to get hit with flags today. They will definitely go backwards. It'll bring up a first down and 20 instead. So the question becomes, how long can the Falcons keep this game interesting? Falcons 0. Buccaneers 7. Clock is hot. Shotgun formation. Trips to the top of the screen. Motion now. And here's the snap. And we are going to get a handoff to Bijan Robinson, who came from the left-hand side. We'll pick up about 9 yards on this one. It does bring up a 2nd down and 11-ish. But it should also bring up the end of the quarter with 14 seconds here left to go. This will probably take us to the end of the quarter. I got a 2nd down and 12 when we get back. They're not going to line up for another one here, guys. So 4, 3, 2, 1. End of the quarter. We are now going to the beginning of the 2nd quarter. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 41-yard line. When we get back, it's 2nd down and 12. End of the quarter. What's going on, guys? Let's ask a quick question. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? All right, guys, y'all might see me and think, man, this guy is goofy AF. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way, guys. That's just the way I am. And I'm glad you guys are going to stick around, or some of you guys are going to stick around and hang out with me for most of this live stream. I'm thankful for those of you who are giving me any of your time today. Shout out to Andrew in Atlanta. We got Julie in Oregon. I got Rec Music in Lenore City, Tennessee. Guapo in Washington State. What up, man? LXG saying Luis. Let's see. Ricardo saying Queretaro. Querétaro. I don't know. Yo no sé lo que es eso, Ricardo. No sé dónde cae eso, but I got Timothy in Vermont. I got Jody in Colorado, Charles Wood in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see. Play Anderson, South Carolina. Pink on Pluto, bro. I went to Pluto once. That was back in college. It's been a while. On North Kakalaki. Never heard of Kakalaki. Baghdad right now. What's up, designer baby bag? Oregon Quack. At work in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in the house. We got Sean in Colombia. We got Missouri High Point, or Missouri High Point, saying North Carolina. Bubba Jacks in Lubbock. Arkansas Hot Springs. Alfred, what's going on? St. Helens. Oregon for Kurt. Mansfield, Massachusetts for Scott. Ooh, Tamara, are you in Las Vegas, or do you live in Las Vegas? Or are you literally just visiting Vegas right now? And you're spending some of your Vegas time on this channel? You're crazy, girl. No way. What? No way. Love it, though. Who else out here? Raider guy in Southern California. Navy Yard City, Washington, says Living Like Larry. Rancho. Cucamonga, California. Never heard of that, but that sounds cool. Cucamonga. It sounds like a kookaburra. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra. What's up, guys? Don't trip. Out in Afghanistan, we got Chattanooga in the house. I got Denver in the house. From the 414 Milwaukee, Bangkok, Thailand, Massachusetts in the house. Dang, we got a lot of you guys in here right now. And a couple of gifted Football Nation memberships as well. So that was a great commercial break. This commercial break is now over, guys. During the 2-minute warning, we're going to find out who our newbies are. I appreciate y'all so much. Here's a quick snap and a drop back. Kirk Cousins will look to the left on 2nd down and 12. We'll find Bijan Robinson as we come back from this commercial break. They'll move that football from the 41 out to, looks like from the Tampa Bay 41 to the Tampa Bay 34. That's a 7-yard gain, and it brings up a 3rd down and 5. We'll start this clock once again. Good job by Bijan Robinson to cut out to one side, shake and bake, burn a defender. We're just outside of field goal range here, maybe just inside of field goal range here. Cousins will take the snap. Cousins will wind up and fire. Catch is made. This time out to the 24-yard line, looks like. Good catch out to the 24-yard line on 1st and 10, and it looks like the man who made the grab was Sills again. So David Sills with another catch on 3rd down and 5, picks up a 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons. 1st down, Atlanta. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the bottom. Sills in the slot, motion from Bijan Robinson. Ooh, a quick snap, but the flag going to come in. This is going to be a false start on the offense. I think everybody saw it, guys. False start. Offense, number 63, replay, 1st down. Man, that white hat does not sound like he wants to be there. That white hat sounds miserable right now. I don't know why that referee sounds like he hates his job, but buck up, buddy. You're probably making like $300K doing what you're doing out there. You should definitely be smiling. Okay. We'll start the clock right now. 1st and 10 coming up. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Football at the 29-yard line, the Atlanta Falcons in Buccaneers territory. A snap and a handoff again to Bijan Robinson. He'll take it down to about the 25. That'll be a 4-yard gain. It brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 11 coming up. Another flag, though. Hold the phone. Let's find out what this one is. Laundry day. Holding on the defense this time. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. Okay. So holding on the Buccaneers, 5-yard penalty. 1st down. Now, I don't think that this referee knows what the heck is going on, honest to God, because he said 5 yards added on to the end of the run, which really would be 5 yards from the spot of the well, if it's a defensive holding, it still wouldn't be there. It would just be the 5 yard penalty. You take or decline it. Blitz coming in on 1st and 10. Blitz coming in on 1st and 10, and this does bring up a 2nd down. Incomplete pass as Kirk Cousins was under duress on 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 19-yard line. We are inside of the red zone. We are inside of the red zone. It's 2nd down and 10 with 13 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. Incomplete pass does stop the clock. Okay, 2nd down. By the way, in case you did not know, Kirk Cousins with 43,000, almost 44,000 passing yards is 5th amongst all active players in career passing yards. Cousins will wind up and throw. He finds Sills again on 2nd down and 10. It's a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4. Good catch by David Sills once again, and good connection there for Sills with Kirk Cousins. 3rd down. It is a 3rd down and 4 at the Tampa Bay 13-yard line. In the huddle, Kirk Cousins gets up. Break! They line up 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. There it is. 3rd down and 4 inside the red zone at the 13-yard line. Kirk Cousins, with the play clock down to 5, will take it. He surveys, runs out of time, will wind up and throw to Bijan Robinson. That pass incomplete. Stops the clock with 12:19, and it looks like the Falcons will kick the field goal here. So the Falcons going to kick a field goal. We'll see how they do on this one. It'll be Zane Gonzalez with no more Younghoe Koo. Zane Gonzalez going to come out to kick a few field goals here, or kick one field goal. Looks like we got a huge super chat that didn't pop off in my headphones right now. Here comes the field goal from the left-hand side. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good. And they will put 3 points on the board. Let's read this super chat right now because there seems to be some text attached to this. Oh, my goodness. A flag on the play once again, folks. Are they going to – it's 3rd down and 4, or 4th down and 4. There was a flag on this play. We might get another 1st down, guys. We might lose those. Is this leveraging? Unsportsmanlike? Hold the phone, guys. There is a flag on this play. Looks like a neutral zone infraction. 3rd down and 4. That's a 5-yard penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't need the field goal. We'll subtract those points. It's a fresh new set of downs. 1st and goal coming up now for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, so retract the points. It'll be offsides. Defensive offsides. B and B. Looks like News Black right here. Who is this? This is Bad News Black. A $50 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. A quick snap here on 1st and goal. A wind up and a throw. Kyle Pitts will find the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Pitts gets the touchdown now. Wow, touchdown, Kyle Pitts. A man who deserves it, bro. I think if anyone deserves it, it's Kyle Pitts. Hey, Bad News Black, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. Thank you so much for that super chat. Just a little simple, little sidearm throw right here. Just a quick throw from Kirk Cousins. Nothing too much, not too much zip. Just enough lead for Kyle Pitts to get there. Here comes the extra point attempt. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is perfect. And we are all tied up, folks. We are all tied up 7-7. It was 6-7 for a moment, but the brain rot not going to get to us. Okay, guys, the Buccaneers about to get the football now after that one. Interesting game after all. Looks like not a one-sided battle and looks like not a one-sided blowout. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Kyle Pitts, first round, 4th selection. That's what I'm saying, James Joseph. That is the highest overall. That is the highest drafted tight end in NFL history, period. Kyle Pitts. That's the man that just scored right now. I think he should be scoring at that level. I feel like if you're going to be a 4th overall pick in the NFL draft, you should be scoring touchdowns every week, at minimum every other week. But hey, do I want Indy or Tampa, says James Joseph. I don't know, James Joseph. Who do you want? Looks like Courtney's in the house. What's going on, Courtney? Thanks for checking in today, girl. Rock and roll. Every time that I bet on Tampa Bay, they don't cover. Just a warning, I bet on Tampa, says Tanya Chambers. What up, Tanya Chambers? Okay, I still have high hopes for Pitts. He was a freak coming out of college. That's what, dude, Jeremy, you get it, bro. Kyle Pitts is an absolute stud, but they don't know how to use him. Talk about wasting a generational talent. THX, I see you. Rob's checking in right now. Thank you, Robs. Rock and roll, man. I appreciate that. And congratulations to you and your LA Dodgers who got the win this season. Zomkey. I love it, man. Zomkey is in the house. Let me make sure I drop hearts on all of these supers that have come in today. Okay. We're good. Good for it. Bucks descending team, question mark. I close my eyes and hit the like button, says Lucinda. What's up, Lucinda? Thanks for checking in. Every play seems like a flag, says Sonny. Or says Nancy, excuse me. Sonny checking in saying, funny. Sonny's funny. What up, Sonny? T-Bone, yes. You say my name, my friend. Elia dice, saludos, amigos. Saludos, mi amiga. No sé si Elia es masculino. Oh, no, pero... Let's see. Starched shirt, tie, and a clip. It's definitely not starched. The tie for sure. And I got clips on clips on clips, my guy. I got clips on clips on clips. I got a couple that are missing out of this clip rack. I got a couple clips right here. Got another clip over here. We got clips on clips on clips, bro. That's what we do. I got ties on ties on ties, dude. It's literally what I do on this channel. Here is the kickoff. Gonna take the knee right here. That's gonna start this drive at the 35-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario. I am here to have some fun with you guys. That's what this channel is all about, and I cannot do it by myself. So be sure to check in, drop your chats, drop lots of emojis out there in that chat area. Be sure to smash that like button. It's a simple, easy, free way to help support this channel. And just stick around, man. Set your timers. Give me 10 minutes of your time today. Let's make a deal right now. Let's do this drive. Tampa Bay has the football. 12 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. Stick with me through this drive, and if I can keep your attention, be sure to smash that like button. Football on the 20. One stat says 20. The other says 35. My eyeballs here say 20. 20-yard line, single back formation. 2 receivers at the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. Baker Mayfield waits for the snap. He takes it. He hands this off. Up the middle they go. This time, Bucky Irving will pick up 8 yards on the run to the right-hand side. This will bring up a 2nd down and 2, brought down by Divine Diablo at the end of that play. They're calling that a 9-yard run instead of an 8-yard run. So 2nd down and 1 coming up, moving the football to the Tampa Bay 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield steps into the huddle right now. Those 40 seconds on the play clock won't last forever. He makes the call. Everybody hears break. They line up. Baker under center. There is Bucky Irving, the running back, in on the play. Waiting for the snap. Play clock down to 5. A little play action here. Baker steps into the pocket. He's in trouble. He's going to get wrapped up. He'll take the knee. Down he goes. Baker is sacked. But there's a flag on this play. Let's find out what this one is. There is a flag on this one. Oh, my goodness. Wow. It's holding against the defense again. This time it is Terrell. Holding. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Another sack taken away by this Falcons front seven because of a penalty in the secondary. That's the second sack today that Baker has avoided because of a flag. Waiting for a call here, folks. We're in the middle of a pause, a bit of a lull in the game, and we've punched the clock back in. 1st and 10 now at the 34-yard line. Motion from Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker will get the carry to the left-hand side. He finds a crease. He gets forward. He'll pick up about 6 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 4 for Sean Tucker. Out to the Tampa Bay 40-yard line. The Buccaneers approaching midfield right now. Appreciate that, Randall Rome. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Guys and gals, I'm sure we've got our fair share. According to the analytics, about 20% of this channel's viewers are female. So thank you, ladies, for hanging out with us today as well. 2nd down and 4. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Baker Mayfield gets up, calls a quick audible. He takes the snap, and he'll hand this off. Bouncing off the defense, going nowhere. Looks like Bucky Irving going to get stopped quickly here, going backwards on the play and losing significant yardage. Should bring up a 3rd down and 8 here at the Tampa Bay 36. So Tampa goes backwards on that play. The last play is 2nd down and 4 from the 40. The next play, 3rd down and 8 from the Tampa Bay 36. I don't know what Baker Mayfield is doing. They're showing all the highlights of him headbutting people without his helmet on because he's Baker. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. Baker will pump fake. Baker stepping through the pocket. He's clear. He's got time. He'll wind up and throw. Looking for a flag. Mike Evans gets pulled, and that's going to be overthrown. Mike Evans doesn't get the call. The pass goes in as incomplete. Oh, there's a flag after all. There's a flag after all. Let's find out what this is. It's against the offense, guys. Ineligible player downfield on the offense. This penalty will be declined, and so it does bring up a 4th down and 8. So Feeney went a little too far upfield right there. Feeney a little bit too far upfield. Baker should have just checked it down. He was looking to the second shelf, wanted to guarantee that touchdown. Couldn't quite get it. Okay, guys, punt team is out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Atlanta Falcons could take the lead on this drive as we head into halftime. 9:44 left to go in the first half. Here is the punt, and this one goes way, way away. We get a return, the 20, the 25, down at the 28-yard line, maybe the 29, with 9 minutes and 35 seconds here left to go. We go to a commercial break. Okay. We got a punt. We've got the Falcons with the football. 9:35 left to go. Commercial break. We'll have action momentarily. Okay. Kenny saying counting crows. Yes, B. Boru. It was declined, my friend. Mario, no, definitely not, Brendan. Definitely not. Sonny's, what's going on? Scott says, wow. OMG, funny. Reading some of these right now. Hallelujah, saying Justin. How are we feeling, guys? Evans, 5 targets, catch? Yes, Evans. Mike Evans today, 5 targets, 1 reception. Honestly, not great throws from Baker. Not exactly his fault. Jay Mullen asking, what bands am I into? You know what? Let's ask you guys in the chat. I'll ask y'all one of my favorite questions ever here is, first concert ever. What was your first concert ever, guys? I haven't asked that one in probably a month. My first concert ever, maybe this, Jay, will bring you a little insight into who I am. My first concert ever was System of a Down, bro. I love System of a Down. I really like the happy hardcore, pop punk, A Day to Remember. I used to like the emo stuff, the Taking Back Sunday, and those kinds of things. But my taste has slowly gone into more of like the hardcore kind of stuff. So like Wage War I like a lot. Woe Is Me, Memphis Mayfire, those kinds of bands. That's what I work out to. But I listen to everything, bro. I'll go from like Blink-182 to Elvis Presley to like straight up, I don't know, man. I'll go all over the place, man. I'll go all over the place. I'll listen to country. I'll listen to rap, dude. Catch me at karaoke night. I'll blow your mind, bro. I can rap hard. Scorpions, oh my gosh, I love the Scorpions. Rock You Like a Hurricane, bro. Aerosmith, oh my gosh. Let's talk about some Aerosmith, my friend. Vanilla Ice. Ice, baby. Fleetwood Mac, that's a good first concert. System, yep, man, that's it. First concert was Bone Thugs and Harmony. Let's go, Tech 9. Love it. The Knickknacks. Skinnerd. Rob Zombie and Korn. Boston. Oh, man, this is going to be – I could go down this thread forever, guys. Okay, commercial break is over. I wish I would have asked that during a longer break. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Bijan Robinson finds a lot of room. He gets to the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, and Bijan Robinson will pick up about 25 yards. First down, Falcons. Hold the phone. There is a flag. I'm pretty sure you can guess what the penalty is, guys. I'm pretty sure you can guess what the penalty is. Holding. Offense. Another holding penalty against the Atlanta Falcons. How many is that? That'll be a 10-yard penalty, a 30-yard-ish gain. Negated by a hold upfield. Now, it will be a hold, however, well after he picked up the first down. So the 10-yard penalty, it's still going to be a first down for the Atlanta Falcons. It'll bring up a 1st and 11. So replay first down. It happened, I guess, 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, 9 yards past the line of scrimmage. This time they get a flag again the very next play, folks. Another flag. This time it's a false start. So 1st and 16. It felt like they're just trying to penalize the Falcons. It feels like they're just trying to penalize the Falcons. But a false start this time. 1st and 16. Okay. Falcons on their own 23-yard line. Down below. The snap and the handoff to Bijan. Bijan gets from the 23 out to the 36. So that'll be a 13-yard pickup. It does bring up a 2nd down and 3 because Bijan Robinson, as I mentioned, already is built different. 2nd down and 3 at the Atlanta 36. I know, guys, we're going a lot of back and forth. That's not the way football normally happens. Some of you might be confused, so let's just focus on the next couple of plays, right? Cool. Right now we're looking at a 2nd down and 3. 8:08 left to go in the first half of this one. Single back formation from the 36-yard line. Motion on the field and a handoff to Bijan Robinson. Robinson will go forward and take this to the 40 on 2nd down and 3, and this will be enough for a first down, Atlanta. First down, Falcons. They move the football to the 40-yard line. Robinson will check out, and Tyler Algier will come onto the field. 7:40 left to go. Falcons in the huddle. Falcons trying to get this next play dialed up right now. They are at the 41-yard line after the Bijan Robinson carry. Algier, the single back in. Darnell Mooney at the top of the screen. He's on motion here to the bottom of the screen. There's the snap. Little play action. Blitz coming in. Cousins sheds a tackle. He'll wind up and throw to Mooney. Incomplete. Stops the clock. 2nd down and 10 with 7:13 left to go. So 2nd down and 10 coming up now. The Atlanta Falcons still on their own 41-yard line. Bijan checks in. Bijan checking in right now. Got to make sure they got the right count in the huddle to not be penalized for that. Algier checks out. Darnell Mooney still in the huddle. Break! They line up once again. Atlanta Falcons have yet to cross midfield. That's the way the Buccaneers like it. Still tied up at 7-7, folks. Empty backfield for Kirk Cousins. A 4-man rush comes in. Cousins lays this one out to Bijan Robinson, who makes the grab. They will say they're going to say caught. I think they're going to say caught. I think they said caught. Though they didn't actually make the catch motion. They're just signaling. There's 1 foot in. Oh, that's got to be a challenge flag. They're saying that's caught. That's not caught. That's out of bounds, bro. That's out of bounds. He only got 1 foot in. He clearly only got 1 foot in. It's a 3rd down and 10. Okay. So incomplete pass, not caught. 3rd down and 10. Pretty obvious there. 7:08 left to go. 3rd down and 10. Football again. Still at the Atlanta 41. Atlanta looking to cross midfield right now. Bijan Robinson, 9 carries for 60 yards today. He's also got 4 targets, 2 receptions for 16. Kirk Cousins has completed 8 of 12. Here he is in a shotgun formation from the 40 with motion on the field. Flag coming in. They're going to call this one a false start. Catch was made by Davis Stills. But the flag before the snap, my guess is it's going to be a false start. Yeah. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down again. I don't know, dude. They're going to call it on number 70. Matthews, I guess, flinched before this. See, I wish they would be more consistent about that because, yes, he moved. Ooh, if you could read lips, Raheem Morris. If you could read lips, Raheem Morris just said something that we don't say on this channel. He said the F in FN. 3rd down and 15. Football at the 35. After the false start penalty, Kirk Cousins will take the snap against the 4-man rush. He'll check it down to Kyle Pitts, who is on the run, and Kyle Pitts will pick up about 13 of the 15 yards. It brings up a 4th down and 3, I suppose. And, Raheem Morris gonna leave the offense out there right now. 4th down and 4. And it looks like someone is down on the ground for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We've got an injured Buccaneer on the play. It looks like Zion McCollum is down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Goofball saying Vegas has decided. He said football. Yes, DJ Gene. He said football. Capital F. Capital F. So 6:44 here left to go, ladies and gentlemen. 6:44, Zion McCollum does get up. You got to wonder, did he fake the injury and throw himself down so they couldn't hurry up offense and move on 4th down and 4? It is 4th down and 4 with 6 minutes and 44 seconds here left to go. Atlanta Falcons. I say do not go for it, but what do I know? You're going to win 400 then, the Uno says. Okay, punt team is out for the Atlanta Falcons. The punt team going to send this over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pignon getting ready to punt this one away. There is the snap. There is the boot. This one back to Tampa Bay. Tampa going to signal a fair catch and fake this one. It does go through the back of the end zone. And it ends up being a touchback. The Buccaneers going to start this drive on the 20-yard line. So Tampa Bay gets the football back with 6 minutes and 29 seconds here left to go. Okay, another commercial break. And not a whole lot left to talk about, guys. Well, welcome into Football Nation, man. Here's a quick look at the draft orders after last week, y'all. Nothing has really changed. All of this is the same. I'm going to ask you guys during this break, if your team is on this list, what number is your team? And that is your draft order this year, guys. What number is your team? What number is your team? My team currently drafting at 15th pick this season, but that could change. That could definitely change, no doubt about it. I see 23 checking in. Philadelphia Eagles took a big loss to the LA Chargers. Who else out here? Here we go. Number 4 for Brian. Brian checking in for the Cleveland Browns. I see number 9 for LaShawn Korb. Number 9. Ooh, that's going to be a change here. So Atlanta Falcons gave their pick out to the Los Angeles Rams. That's going to hurt the Atlanta Falcons this year without a doubt. Number 3, the Tennessee Titans. I like it. Let's see. Number 13 checked into the chat. 13, Baltimore Ravens. 21, lucky number 21, the Houston Texans on the inside of the playoffs right now. Number 16, Carolina Panthers. Who else out here? Number 2, the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 17, the Detroit Lions. Someone just said straight up, nope. Nope means that their team is not it means their team is doing really well. You'll notice that there are only 24 teams listed behind me here. You'll notice that there are only 24 teams listed behind me here. Indianapolis Colts in at 18. But in case you did not know, folks, this is where the teams are supposed to be drafting as the season sits. This is based off of wins and losses, not necessarily positional ranking in the NFC and the AFC playoff races. Does that make sense? Wins and losses, which is why you see both the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens up here, and the Cincinnati Bengals on here, and the Cleveland Browns. So all 4 of the AFC North teams are out here because the AFC North is doo-doo. And that's my professional take on the whole thing. Anyways, right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing for their playoff lives. Here's the snap. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the 20-yard line will wind up and throw. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 with 6:26 left to go. THX saying Seahawks, I don't see. That's because the Seahawks are a 10-3 team. Yeah, these teams you're not going to see. You're not going to see 10-3, 9-3. You're not going to see this 10-3. You're not going to see 11-2. You're not going to see 11-2. You didn't see the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Buffalo Bills either on that list. Anyways, okay. Back to the action here. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line, waiting for the snap. Here it is, looking to the left quickly. A wind-up and a throw. Looks like Chris Godwin going to pick up about 4 yards on this one. It does bring up a 3rd down and 6, and the Buccaneers could be facing a 3-and-out. Is this Atlanta Falcons defense going to hold Tampa Bay to a quick 3-and-out? Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. Someone said I am always crunching the numbers. I am too, man. I am too. Tony Dungy out here. Tony Dungy. You play to win the game. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun formation for Baker Mayfield. Motion from Chris Godwin. The blitz coming in. Baker to the right will wind up and throw. Evans makes the grab. And Mike Evans will pick up a 1st down for Tampa Bay. I love it. 1st and 10. Mike Evans makes the grab on that last 3rd down and 6 play. It's a 12-yard gain for Mike Evans. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Football out to the 36-yard line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers looking alive right now. I think they said that they were 2-0 in these creamsicle uniforms this season. 36-yard line. Baker Mayfield under center will take the snap and fake the snap. He'll wind up and throw. It's a little low, but the catch is made by Ibuka, who breaks a tackle or two, gets blown up at the end of that route, but he picks up 12 yards for another Tampa Bay. 1st down from the 36 to the 48 they go. A big play for Emeka Ibuka breaking that tackle. That looked good, bro. That looked good for Ibuka. Stays on his feet. I love it. I love it. Okay, 1st and 10. After the catch from Emeka Ibuka. Is that his first for today? That's his 2nd catch for today. 1st and 10. Single back formation. A little play action for Baker. He's feeling it. He'll wind up and throw. Catch made again by Mike Evans. No, that's McMillan. That is McMillan who makes the grab, and he gets up, fired up, another 1st down play. This time it was 19 yards. A 19-yard grab by Jalen McMillan. 1st down, Tampa Bay. And we haven't even seen Tez Johnson get targeted yet. We haven't even seen Tez Johnson get targeted yet. It's only going to get crazier. It's only going to get crazier. Beautiful. I love it. So, 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers out to the 33-yard line. A pistol formation, the snap, a little handoff here to the right-hand side. He goes. Bucky Irving will spin move as he's pancaked by Caden Ellis. Oh, my gosh. I felt the air leave Irving's lungs as Allen pancaked him on the ground right there. 2nd down and 9 coming up. The Falcons said no more. No mas. You stop here. So the Falcons deciding to make a stop now, deciding to make a stand at their own 32-yard line. The Buccaneers have made quick work of this field. Lining up on the right hash on 2nd down and 9. The clock is ticking. Bottom of the field. Here's the snap. Looking to the left, a wind up and a throw. Evans gets flipped upside down. Is he okay? He's all right. McMillan gets in a man's face saying, hey, man, that was dangerous. I don't know what he said. McMillan has a very different energy right now. I have not seen McMillan play like this. Mike Evans definitely should not have gotten hit at the knees. Well, he was up in the air trying to make that catch, but that's a dangerous hit. Mike Evans got away injury-free on that one. Still, good to see McMillan standing up for his teammate. Mike Evans out to the sideline now, holding his back. That's not good. That's exactly why McMillan got involved. So timeout has been called, folks. Timeout has been called. Mike Evans, you can see him with his hands on his lower back now. Hands on his lower back, going like this, trying to stretch out that lower back after he got flipped upside down on his backside. So Evans went up for the grab on that last play. He got flipped upside down. He came down awkwardly on his backside. Timeout has been called. Mike Evans on the sideline with his helmet off, still hands on the back. I think he's going to be okay. He'll put the helmet right back on. But I got a 3rd down and 9 coming up. Trips to the left, one man at the bottom of the screen here after that timeout by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 2:54 left to go. Shotgun formation for Baker Mayfield. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back, looks left, looks right. Baker fakes the step up, and now he will scramble. Baker on 3rd down and 9, going to pick up a yard. Don't know what that was. 4th down and 8, a terrible decision there by Baker Mayfield. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go here. 4th down and 8. The clock continues to tick. This could be right at the edge of McLaughlin field goal range. Let's see if Chase McLaughlin can knock this back. It should be from the right hash here. And lining up at the 31-yard line, this would make it a 49-yarder? Question mark? There should be a 49-yard field goal from here. It is a 49-yard field goal from here. The Buccaneers kick is up, and it is good, ladies and gentlemen. The Buccaneers will put 3 points on the board. Buccaneers will score a field goal. It will stop the clock. When we get back, we'll have 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go, but the Buccaneers do take a 3-point lead as we approach the 2-minute warning. Okay, so the Falcons are about to get the football. The Buccaneers took a quick lead right now. Let's take a quick look at the analytics on this particular live stream and see what's going on with my peeps today. Welcome into Football Nation, y'all. Welcome into Football Nation. Have you smashed the like button on this video yet? How many times have you heard a YouTuber today to smash that like button? I'm sure a lot of you have. But have you? That's the question. How many of you have been with me since the start and just forgot? It happens. Eso pasa. Looks like over 6,000 people watching this live stream. Happy Thursday to each and every one of you. Let's pop out this chat one more time. Is this the right chat? Oops, I got 2 chats right now. Ay, coño, y cerré el que no era. Oops. Okay, we're good. Here's the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. This one goes back, and this one will not be returned. The Atlanta Falcons going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. I forgot, says Marion. or Mario Noña. Gained a subscriber for life. Forgot to subscribe last week, says Roger Simmons. What's up, Roger? See, I love reading that kind of stuff, dude. Rock and roll, Rogers. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. Marva, easy now, easy now. 1st and 10, pistol formation. Here's the drop back, the blitz coming in. Bijan Robinson gets the carry, takes it from the 35 out to about the 45. The official's going to call this one a first down on 1st and 10. So first down once again, and this will take us to the 2-minute warning. So we go to the 2-minute warning. The Atlanta Falcons will have the football at the 45 after a 10-yard gain from Bijan Robinson. 1:57 left to go. 1:57 left to go. Okay. 38 special. I kid, says Mr. Mojo. Who are my newbies? If you are new, drop 5 emojis. I'm looking for newbies, guys. Looking for newbies in the chat right now. Looking for first-time viewers. Looking for first-time viewers. I see River Dayton. Rock and roll, my friend. River Dayton, first time in the chat. Todd Tier, thanks for always being here, my friend. One you here, says Purple Maniac. What's up, Alfred? Rock and roll, Alfred. I see Daniel Cameron checking in for the first time as well. Daniel Cameron, rock and roll. LaShawn saying hello to all the newbies. Thank you, LaShawn, for helping out right now. Do you think Mike Evans will get 1,000 yards this year? No, Phenom. Definitely not. Steven, I see you out there. Steven, welcome. Welcome in Steven Hanshaw. I've got LA Dot 61. What up, LA Dot? Dat Boy Rizzle. What up, Dat Boy Rizzle? I see your herbal remedy in your photo there. Cool Man checking in right now. What up, Cool Man? Lily checking in as well. Everyone's a regular, says the crazy dude. A lot of people are, but not everyone, crazy dude. James Lucas, what's up, dude? I see Johnny Gonzo in the house. Victor, bienvenidos, Victor. I got Robert and Purple Maniac. Robert Zamora, what's up? Javier, thank you, Mr. Javier Galvan. Javier Galvan, Gator needs his gat. Never seen that name in here before. Gator needs his gat, dropping his Buccaneers logos. Let's go. Roger, I appreciate you, man. Imperfect Bob, drop the dab saying, I'm not new. I appreciate that, bro. Cool Man, Gio or Joe? Joe checks into the chat. Cool Man checks into the chat. Looks like Grouse. Tyler Deanna. Hello, Manuel Munoz. Joe Fro saying, I am new fire. Ryan, what's up? Lane, what's up? Zomkey Punch, what's up? Snowcrust, welcome in. Welcome to all of the newbies, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Okay, this commercial break is over, guys. If you didn't get a chance to get your shout out, we'll try again here soon. The officials are calling it 2nd down and inches, guys, at the 2-minute warning here. Bijan Robinson going to get the carry instead of that 1st and 10. Now it's first down. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons, and the clock is ticking once again. So the clock is hot. Don't go anywhere during halftime. I do have a halftime trivia quiz for you. You know, Santino did take the Atlanta Falcons to win this game. I'm hoping he's wrong. No offense, Falcons fans. Here's the snap and a drop back with 90 seconds left to go. Kirk Cousins airs it out to Kyle Pitts inside the 20. Kyle Pitts goes. A huge play for number 8. And Kyle Pitts picks up 35 yards. First down, Atlanta Falcons. Moves the football inside the red zone down at the 17-yard line. Kyle Pitts, what an athlete, bro. No way those guys are going to stop Pitts. He has like 4 inches or 6 inches of heights on both of them. He was getting ready to hurdle Antoine Winfield Jr. Less than a minute here left to go from the 17-yard line. The Falcons with the football. Kirk Cousins waits for the snap. He takes it. He looks left. He looks right. He will wind up and toss it to the end zone for Kyle Pitts again. That's number 2 for Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Ooh, I really hope for your sake you are not playing against Kyle Pitts in fantasy football this week. Kyle Pitts with another touchdown. He's got 29 fantasy points, 110 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Look at these numbers. This is crazy. Kyle Pitts is going absolutely insane today. He has caught 100% of his targets. Everything that goes his way, he catches. Incredible day today for Kyle Pitts. That kick goes up. That kick is good. And we're not even to halftime. This man has almost 30 points in full point. In full point PPR. By the way, let's add those 6 points and the extra point attempt. It is now 14-10, ladies and gentlemen. And the Falcons are up right now. Ooh, got to feel worried about that one right now. The Falcons did come to play, man. The Falcons did come to play, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably feeling a little bit nervous right now. I know if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm thinking, dude, if we lose this game, we're out of the playoffs. If we lose this game, we are out of the playoffs. Who here has Kyle Pitts for fantasy football? Who here is playing against Kyle Pitts for fantasy football? How many of you guys are doing DraftKings or underdogs or prize picks today? Appreciate y'all hanging out with us right now. Over 3,000, almost 4,000 votes. Let's ask that other question quickly here, because I'm going to ask y'all, who are you rooting for instead? We're over 1,000, says Chiefs fans for life. Rock and roll. Who are you rooting for? Falcons? Buccaneers? Falcons or Buccaneers? I bet on the Lakers last night. Need the Falcons to upset today. He's on the bench for an extremely loaded team in my league. Oof. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one to have that on the bench right now. Let's see. Cowboys 2026, says Brian. I love it. Tampa Bay, I see you. Let's go, Sean Whitney. John Storch. Stork? Hey, Dallas or who? Or the Vikings? Well, that's a good question, my friend. And I don't leave that up to me. I leave it up to you guys to make your picks. If you have not signed up for your weekly pick'ems, guys, this also needs to be flipped right here. I got to double check these, make sure that none of these other ones are incorrect, but all of these should be correct. I don't know how I made that blunder today. Either way, we're getting to watch this game right now, and you'll be able to make your picks here anyways. But who do you think is going to win all of these games? Who is going to win, let's say, for instance, Chiefs versus Chargers, or for instance, Bills versus Patriots, or maybe this one here with the Broncos and the Packers? Guys and gals, we are giving away $100 this week if you can get them all right. If you can get them all right. Now, if you're interested in playing, there's the kickoff. A bad kickoff return out to the 25-yard line. Call it the 26, maybe the 27. 33 seconds left to go. The Buccaneers going to try to tie this, or they're not going to be able to tie it up, but they're going to try to get some points here before the end of this half. They are going to try to get some points here before the end of this half, and the Falcons are going to get the football to start the second half. So Tampa Bay really got to get it together. Anyways, there's a link in the description of this video down below, guys, if y'all want to play. If you guys want to play, link in the description down below for the pick'ems this week. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking left, looking right. A pump fake here for Baker Mayfield. A windup, it's tipped in the air. The tip drill, incomplete pass. Second down. I don't know what Baker was throwing at there. Bad throw from Baker Mayfield. Second down and 10. Buccaneers have the football. Let's move the possession needle. Okay. Compact disc Lamb, says Todd Tiers. CeeDee Lamb, that's it. Guys, I don't know why they brought in Phillip Rivers. It's crazy to me that they brought in a 44-year-old quarterback who's never won a Super Bowl. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking left, throwing left, incomplete, brings up a third down and 10. That pass intended for, looked like Mike Evans. There is a flag on this play with 21 seconds left to go. Let's find out what the flag is this time, shall we? Just leaving work, says Daniel Maldonado. Personal foul, face mask, number 20 of the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. So a face mask against the Atlanta Falcons defense. Yep, he definitely pulled on Chris Godwin's face mask. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So first down, Tampa Bay. That'll move them out to the 41-yard line. Daniel on his way home. Appreciate you, my friend. Here we go. Go get it, brother, says Daniel. Thank you, sir. From the right hash, Baker Mayfield will drop back, will look left, and air this out wide open. Catch is made again, and it looks like Mike Evans is there as he goes out of bounds with 13 seconds left to go. Just shy of the 25-yard line from the Tampa Bay 41, out to the Atlanta Falcons 26. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. What a play. Down at the 26-yard line, it's 1st and 10. I love it. 13 seconds here left to go. At the 26, 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Baker drops back. Baker's in trouble. He goes up. He gets backed up, and he will be sacked on the play. He's going to lose yardage. Oh, man. So 6 seconds left to go. Timeout will be called here by the Buccaneers. They've got 1 timeout remaining. It does bring up a 2nd down and 10, and I think it's time to bring out Chase. It might be time to bring out Chase McLaughlin. Should be entertaining to see them sack Rivers. I don't know, cool as a fan. I'm worried. I'm worried about Phillip Rivers, but what do I know? Mike Evans up to 57 yards today. Kyle Pitts up to 110. Kyle Pitts, 110. He has more receiving yards than Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka, and Chris Godwin combined. 2nd down and 18. Excuse me, folks. 2nd down and 18 coming up right now. This time, timeout going to be called by the Atlanta Falcons. So they want to pause this thing. Okay. Pitts is cooking. Big time positive energy. Big time. Kyle Pitts is on fire. He wants to try, says James Joseph. I like to read lips with my dirty fingers. Oh, okay. Interesting, Rake Flyers. So our friend... Interesting. Sari Hani, thank you. What is Rake Flyer saying? Let's see. Chaqueta Stucky saying Rivers will mess things up for the Colts. Facts. Okay, commercial break is over. 2nd down and 18. From the 34-yard line. Motion on the field. Baker waits for the snap in the shotgun. He takes it on 2nd and 18. Clock winding down. He just throws this into the dirt. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 18. That was literally just to take time off the clock. McLaughlin going to come out and kick a field goal. 34-yard line. This will make it 52 yards. 52 yards now coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see if they can knock this down. Okay. 3rd down and 18. Chase McLaughlin in between the hashes. It is a 52-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is beautiful. Right down the middle it goes. And the Buccaneers bring this one to within 1. This does take us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to put 13 minutes on the clock. We're going to give both teams their timeouts back. Perfect. And we'll have a 1st and 10 when we get back. It is halftime. Let's start our clock, and let's go to our halftime trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know me. We like to do our trivia quizzes here on this channel. I've got 10 questions for you, and there are no penalties for wrong answers. This is literally just for funsies. Let's do this thing. Question number 1. What is the name of the Buccaneers' home stadium? Is it Raymond James Stadium, Northwest Stadium, or Lincoln Financial Field? A, B, or C? I think most of you guys will be able to get this one right. I think most of y'all will get this one right. Okay, guys, your answer is Raymond James Stadium. They play at Raymond James Stadium there, and yeah, that is the simplest form of the answer I can give you. I think most of you guys knew that one, though. Again, this is very simple stuff. We start off easy, we go to difficult. Let's move on to question number 2. Okay, question number 2, guys. Which quarterback has started more games for the Falcons this year? Michael Penix Jr., Kirk Cousins, or Easton Stick? Which of these 3 quarterbacks has started the most games for the Atlanta Falcons this year? What do you think the answer is? A, B, or C? Again, no penalties for wrong answers, guys. 5 seconds here left to go. I think most of y'all got that one right, guys. Michael Penix Jr. has indeed started more games this season for the Atlanta Falcons than Kirk Cousins, but not by much right there. Not by much right there, guys. If we look at the actual games played, Michael Penix Jr. this season, well, he's basically done. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. Who was leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in sacks entering today's game? Who was leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in sacks entering today's game? Was it Hassan Reddick, Vita Vea, or Yaya Diaby? Hassan Reddick, Vita Vea, or Yaya Diaby? Who leads this Buccaneers team? A? No. B? No. Well, if you guessed C, you would be correct. Yaya Diaby, 6 sacks this season. Vita Vea with 4.5 sacks this season. Hassan Reddick with 1.5. So, Buccaneers struggling a little bit in the sack category. Let's move on to question number 4. All right, guys. Who was leading the Atlanta Falcons in rushing touchdowns entering today's game? Was it A, Michael Penix Jr.? Was it B, Tyler Algier? Or is it C, Bijan Robinson? Falcons rushing touchdowns, guys. Rushing touchdowns. Yeah, you guys, a lot of y'all probably actually are going to end up getting this one wrong. The answer, believe it or not, is Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier this season has 8 rushing touchdowns. Meanwhile, Bijan Robinson has 5. Not only does he have 5, though, he's got 8 receiving touchdowns to go with that. But Tyler Algier is the man on the ground for Atlanta. Next question, guys. Who holds the Buccaneers' all-time record for the longest reception from scrimmage in franchise history? Is it Mike Evans, Joe Galloway, or Vincent Jackson? Who holds the Buccaneers' franchise record for the longest reception from scrimmage? A, B, or C? Longest receiving play from scrimmage in Buccaneers franchise history. The answer is just a chill 95-yard reception from Vincent Jackson. That was back on October 21st of 2012 against the New Orleans Saints. Vincent Jackson, a 95-yard grab for him. Okay, question numero 6. When was the Falcons' last winning season? That's a diabolical question, Santino. When was the Falcons' last winning season? 2017, 2018, or 2019? Oh my God. That is such a savage question to ask, Santino. Bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. So, the answer is 2017. The last time they had a positive record, it's been almost 10 years since the Falcons have been a winning team. So they've done just about everything wrong in the past I don't know, 7 years, 8 years. That's crazy. Question number 7, guys. The biggest blown lead in Buccaneers franchise history, another savage question, was against which of these teams? The Commanders, the Cardinals, or the Rams? Dang, bro, you're lighting both these teams on fire today. Okay. The biggest blown lead in Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise history. Now, here's an interesting question, guys, or interesting answer. It is the Cardinals here, man, but that was back in 1987. So it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. That was a 28-3 loss or comeback win for the Cardinals. All right, guys, entering today's game, who had the longest receiving play from scrimmage for the Atlanta Falcons? Drake London, Darnell Mooney, or Bijan Robinson? The longest receiving play from scrimmage this season for the Atlanta Falcons. Which of these 3 players? Take your pick. Guess away. I mean, you've got a 33% chance of getting it right if you just guess. The answer is Bijan Robinson, guys. Bijan Robinson with a 69-yard grab, giggity. A 49-yard grab for Darnell Mooney and a 43-yard grab for Drake London. So, there you go. Okay, 2 more questions. Question number 9. Vinny Testaverde holds the Buccaneers' single-season interception record. How many interceptions did Vinny throw? Vinny Testaverde leads the Buccaneers' single-season interception record. How many interceptions did he throw? Brutal question, bro. Another brutal question. No penalties for wrong answers here. Vinny once threw 35 interceptions, guys. 35 interceptions in 1988. And I'm pretty sure that was like a 12, 13 game season. Hold on, I gotta double check. I have no idea. Anyways, next question, guys. Who holds the Atlanta Falcons franchise record for the longest rush from scrimmage ever? Not this season, but ever. Longest rushing play from scrimmage ever for the Atlanta Falcons. Is it A, Warwick Dunn? Is it B, Bijan Robinson? Is it C, Michael Turner? Not anything to do with this season. Is it A, B, or C? The answer is A. Warwick Dunn in 2006 once rushed for a 90-yard touchdown. And that is the answer to the final question. All right, guys. Next week, we will have another trivia quiz on the Sway platform. Next week, I am going to spice things up just a little bit. We had a $250 prize pool. I don't know what our prize pool is going to be this week. We didn't break the 1,000 viewers mark on the Sway app. So, we got to like 500 and some change. So this week, I don't exactly know how much it's going to be. I think it's going to be $250 again, but it is absolutely free to play. You don't need tokens. You don't need coins to play the Sway app with Football Nation. It is absolutely free to play for Football Nation. So if you guys want to sign up, it's a prize pool with $250. Last night, we did it last night, guys. We had 29 winners. Everyone took home $8.50. I want to try to get maybe 10, 15 winners, which means I got to make the trivia questions just a little bit tougher. But if we get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people who win, it could be some serious money in there for someone who's able to get those all right. Anyways, we're doing that every single week, folks. We're doing that every single week. Well, I say that. We did it 2 weeks ago. We did it this past week. And I think we've only got one more on the contract. If we can knock it out of the park, we can continue to be the host on the platform. But that's problems for me to try to figure out and deal with. Anyways, join us on Wednesdays for our trivia, guys, and you guys could win some cash by playing with us. Okay, let's get back into the action here. Looks like halftime still has 2 minutes and 45-ish seconds left to go. So halftime is almost over. Gosh, the football season is almost over. We're sitting at 71,500 subscribers. I love it. Tony D still good at 99, says Mr. Izzy. What up, Mr. Izzy? Swaim came on my algorithm yesterday, says Roy Williams. Did it now, Roy Williams. Interesting. Interesting. Ryan saying, I want more commercials. I don't think anyone's ever said that. You don't have a Discord? Question mark. Johnny Gonzo. I don't, bro. I don't. I know people tell me from time to time that I need one, but I just don't have one right now. Smorton saying it's almost my birthday. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. If Philly totally collapses, I think they might, dude. This game is definitely going over, says Scott. Who gets the ball, says Power Stroke Syndicate. It's going to be Atlanta's football to start the second half, so we'll move the possession needle over. Falcons have the football to start the second half with about 90 seconds here left to go. Dallas could compete with Tampa Bay, maybe. That's what I'm saying, TM. I'm like, wait, what? Nobody ever said that. 8-10 division winner, says James Joseph. Atlanta, says Justin. Where am I putting this money on Kalshi? What is that? Who's Kalshi? Are you going to do your Manscaped commercial? No, Matt. We're not going to be running that commercial right now. That commercial was only to be run for 1 week. It was Dollar Shave Club's, I guess, preliminary run to see if we were going to get any conversions on those. And I don't know how we did at this moment. I'm actually still waiting to hear back from Dollar Shave Club. It might be a 30-day burn before we hear from them. But it is what it is. Okay. LA Dot saying, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I love the channel. Dude, you should be in love with this channel because guess what I am? I, too, am a Dallas Cowboys fan, big bro. Let's go. Let's go, dog. Let's go. Dallas Cowboys fan in the house, just like you. I'm with you, man. We're on the same team, bro, LA Dot. We're on the same team, my guy. Halftime is over. Let's go to quarter number 3. Lining up to kick this off, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to send this over to the Atlanta Falcons. Scott saying Dallas has to win out. They sure do have to win out. Traveling Pony Studio. We'll get into that during our next commercial break. Bobby saying, I'm so sorry that you're a Cowboys fan. Here's the kickoff. It goes back, and we get a touchback. Looks like the Falcons going to start this drive with a 1-point lead, and B, at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up at the 35. 1st and 10 at the 35. Ryan Jacobs saying, I'd love to see you do more. I do quite a bit, my friend. I do quite a bit. So this week is actually a light week. We've only got 5 games this week, but next week I think we've got 8 games scheduled. We've got a lot of college games in the pipes here as well. 1st and 10, motion on the field. Here's the snap and a little play action. Dropping back, Kirk Cousins, a pump fake, looks to the left, throws to the left. Catch is made at the 35. Bijan Robinson is on the run. Bijan across the 50-yard line, down at the 49, across midfield, 1st down, Atlanta Falcons. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Big grab there by Bijan Robinson. Well done by Kirk Cousins to fake it upfield. Oh, dude, Kyle Pitts was wide open, too. Kyle Pitts could have picked up 50 yards if he had found Pitts on that play. Still, good gain for Bijan Robinson. 1st down, Atlanta. 14 minutes and 20 seconds here left to go in the 3rd quarter as we start this second half. A snap and a handoff to Bijan Robinson from the 49-yard line. Looks like he's down at about the 41. So it looks like a 4-yard gain, a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Maybe a 2nd down and 7. They're calling it at the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 6. 14-minute mark. Clock continues to tick. Thank you, Gabriel Davis. Cheers to you, my friend. Dallas hasn't won a playoff game during Dak's time. That's false. They have won one playoff game during Dak's time. Pretty sure they beat the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm pretty sure I watched that game while I was in the Dominican Republic before I started this channel. 2nd down and 6. Here's the snap and a handoff to Bijan Robinson, who goes backwards on the play. He'll be dropped at the 49-yard line. It brings up a 3rd down, and a 3rd down and 10 it is. Backs them right back up to where they started. No flag drives, says Jerry Ford. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. I hope so, Scott. Maybe one of these days. I know. Look, not saying that it's a great record. XI Cat. Not saying that it's a great record. Just saying he's got at least one. He's got at least one. Not saying it's a great record. I'm just saying he's got one. 3rd down and 9. Motion on the field. The drop back. The blitz coming in. Whistle's going to come in before the blitz, though. I think it's going to be a false start. A flag on the play. My guess is offense. Waiting for the call. Yeah, it's going to be against the offense. False start. Offense here. 5-yard penalty. Replay this 3rd down. They're actually calling it a 3rd down and 14, not a 3rd down and 15. Okay. 3rd down and 14. 12 minutes and 52 seconds here left to go. It's already written, says CSC. Rams are winning the Super Bowl. I do have them as my number 1 ranked team in my personal power rankings. Shotgun formation here. Atlanta Falcons back on their own half of midfield due to these penalties. Looks like someone wants to see more of these stats. They're saying scroll up. I'm guessing that you mean to scroll, I don't know, this way or that way. Oh, this is frozen. Oh, no. It's frozen. And a run to the left-hand side because I was trying to read some chats and not calling the play right now. Looks like it'll bring up a 4th down and 8. Kirk Cousins passes to the left-hand side. Kyle Pitts makes the grab at the Tampa Bay 47, goes and picks up 6 yards, but he's dropped down by Jones on the play. So dropped by Jones, it brings up a 4th down and 8, and the punt team will come out. 4th down and 8, time for the punt team to send this back to Tampa Bay. Pinion will take the snap. He will boot this. Up, and away it goes. He seemed to be upset about it. He knew he overkicked it. Flag comes in. Let's find out what this flag is. Waiting for the call from the officials. We got another flag now with 11:36 left to go. Holding. Receiving team. 10-yard penalty. It will be 1st down. Okay. So, looks like there's going to be a holding call right here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to start this drive kind of backed up in a big way. Let's see where they mark this. Still waiting for the call. Okay, so Tampa Bay going to start this drive on the 10-yard line. Big penalty there. Tampa Bay going to start this drive on the 10. We'll see how this one goes. And I've got some glitching on my screen. Want to make sure that I just bust out a new one here. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay. Okay, perfect. Sweet. Purple Pixie is in the house. Lorinda, welcome in. I've got Bill Seibert saying, let's go Buccaneers. Spencer Hall saying, let's go Bucky. Goofball saying that they should do a fake punt. AI glitch, I think is what you were trying to say. Career game for Kyle Pitts. Seriously, though, Scott, like a legitimate career game for Kyle Pitts. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns for Kyle Pitts. In full-point PPR formats, he has 30 points. Alabama Gill, what's going on, Hirsch? Alabama Gill is in the house. What is going on? I've got Sporty Bags checking in for the Buccaneers. It is better to give the NFC South to the Panthers because the Bucs are not playing well. Honestly, the Panthers came in a little late. Welcome to First Down to Gabriel Davis. Gabe, love it, brother. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks, and welcome to First Downs, bro. We've also got a new First Down member here. Looks like Gus Ramos. Welcome to First Down to Gus. Thanks, guys. Welcome to First Down. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Javier, thank you, sir. 30 points for me, says Everett. What's going on, folks? We are back to a commercial break. If this is your first time watching this live stream, my name is Mario. Welcome to today's game. If you guys want to learn more about me, learn more about what I do, learn more about Football Nation, you guys can check out my website. It is footballnationusa.com. I'll say it one more time. footballnationusa.com. There's another Football Nation in London on the other side of the planet. But here in the United States on the Western Hemisphere, footballnationusa.com. You can learn more about me and what it is that I do. I appreciate you guys giving me some of your time today. We've got ourselves a single back formation from the 10-yard line under center. Baker Mayfield waits for the snap. He turns around and hands it off to Bucky. Irving gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, second down. Okay, so second down and 10 at the Tampa Bay 10. Second down and 10 on the Tampa Bay 10. Tampa Bay trails by 1. Ooh, you cannot lose this game, Baker. You cannot lose this game, Baker. I've got Baker in right now. He's got 6 fantasy points on the day. I did not start Baker Mayfield. I started Mike Evans. Let's see that Mike Evans has a better day. We've got trips on the bottom of the screen. Baker Mayfield, empty backfield. 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top. So trips to the left. 2 on the right, a wind up and a throw. Chris Godwin turns into the challenge, not away from it. It's an 8-yard gain. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Johnny, appreciate that, bro. Let's go. 3rd down and 2 from the 18-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff. Bucky gets around the corner here. Will pick up the first down at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard pickup and a first down. Tampa Bay will pick up a first down here. They managed to get off the field defensively without giving up any points. That's the perfect way to start the second half. This is their opening drive of the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Opening drive of the second half, we get our first down of this drive. 10 minutes left to go. It is 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 23. Bucky Irving just got the carry on the last play for 5 yards. Motion on the field from Tez Johnson. A little play action here. Baker going to wind up and airs it out. The catch is made by Emeka Egbuka with a hand in his face. Alford draped all over him. What a play for Emeka Egbuka. A 20-yard pickup for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the 23 to the 43. First down, Tampa Bay. And Emeka Egbuka, what a grab, bro. Beautiful play. Just enough separation between him and Alford to win that throw. Baker Mayfield hit the rabbit on the run. 1st and 10. Football at the 43. Motion on the field from Chris Godwin. It's going to be a little play action here. The blitz coming in, and then a deep shot upfield to Mike Evans, who goes up and grabs it down at the 12-yard line. That's a catch. First down, Tampa Bay. Oh, my goodness. That's the guy. That is the guy. First down, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. All the way down to the 12-yard line. That's a 45-yard grab for Evans. Welcome back. He's been on a 7-game absence with a broken collarbone. He is back and makes the biggest play of the day for Tampa Bay right there. Made the catch while on his back, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside the red zone. Mike Evans on that last play. He'll get a look this time to the left-hand side. No, that's Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka makes the grab on 1st and 10. No, he doesn't. 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 8:16. 2nd down and 10. What a throw. And what a catch for Mike Evans, man. What? A 15-yard penalty. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Looks like this one's on Bryant. It's a face mask. Another face mask against the Atlanta Falcons. It'll be half the distance to the goal. It'll make it an automatic first down and a 1st and goal for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First and goal for Tampa. Looks like at the 6-yard line. First and goal. Motion on the field. Baker drops, looks to the right. He's in trouble. Steps up through the pocket. He'll slide and go down. He's tagged by Dorless. That's a sack for the Falcons here. Second and goal. It'll back up Baker Mayfield behind the 10. He'll lose about 6 yards. Call it a loss of 7. Second and goal at the Atlanta 13, and Baker can't help but get up and shake his head. Mike Evans looking to try to get open, but there was nobody back there. Baker ran out of time. Couldn't survey quickly enough. Good job by the defense of the Atlanta Falcons. Second down and goal with 7 minutes and 30-ish seconds here left to go. Shotgun once again from the 13. Baker drops. Baker will fire, this time underthrowing it. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 7:29. Third down and 10. Third down and goal at the 13 once again. Baker Mayfield. Third and goal at the Atlanta 13-yard line. Oh, he had that football tapped out of his hands. Great job by James Pierce. He actually got a hand to that and broke up that pass. So third down and goal from the 13-yard line. Baker in a shotgun motion from Chris Godwin. Taking the snap now. Baker drops back, surveys, fires to the end zone. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass brings up a fourth down and goal. A flag on the play. This could be another free first down. You've got to be kidding me. Illegal contact on the defense. 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Oh my goodness. How many? Is anybody keeping track of the penalties that the Falcons have had today? Can someone update me on that? Because that is a lot, bro. You have got to be kidding me. This Falcons defense, no wonder they're losing games. Zero discipline. No wonder they're losing game. They have zero discipline. It's first and goal, this time at the Atlanta 8-yard line. First and goal at the Atlanta 8-yard line. Baker Mayfield steps back. Godwin on the move. A toss to the left-hand side. Here is the run, and it gets back to the line of scrimmage. Down at the 8 once again. Looks like no gain. Another flag on the play. It's laundry day. Oh, man. Another flag on this one. Who's this on? Who is this on? Watching a replay here, that's a face mask. Oh, that's a big face mask on Divine Diablo. That is embarrassing. If that's the right call, it should be a face mask on the Falcons. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask. Number 0, that penalty is declined. Tripping, number 0. You face masked and tripped someone on the same play, Divine Diablo? What are you doing? Are you Eddie Gordo in Tekken? What are you, like, what? So not only did he face mask and trip him on the same play, and Sean Tucker still managed to not be brought down by that. It's another first and goal, this time from the 4-yard line. So we'll get a first and goal here. First and goal from the 4-yard line, single back formation. A snap and a handoff to Sean Tucker. Tucker gonna fight through this. He's gonna lose yardage. Backed up to the 6-yard line. Gonna lose 2 yards. Second and goal. Clock continues to tick. 6:50 on the clock. Diablo should be ejected, says Scott. Brady Fischler saying Evans touchdown time. I would love to see that. Second and goal. 14 penalties tonight. They've given up 13 first downs, guys. You heard that right. The Falcons, 14 penalties tonight. Sean Tucker in the backfield. Here's the snap, a wind up and a throw. The catch is made up the middle. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers will score now. Looks like this one will be Culp on the grab for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's put 6 points on the board. So 6 points on the board. Who made that grab? Looks like Culp made the catch on this one. Okay. So for those of y'all who do not know, Devin Culp is the third string tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Couple of touchdowns today for Tampa Bay. Sean Tucker scores a touchdown and Devin Culp scores a touchdown. It's not anybody who are the big names for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and real Buccaneers fans don't really care who scored. They just want their team to win, and right now that score gave the Buccaneers a 20-14 lead over the Atlanta Falcons. We go to a quick commercial break. Okay, guys, Tampa Bay. How about it? I'm going to get up on my feet. Feels good. Feels good. I feel good. Feel a little sore. Tried getting back into the gym, bro, but I'm feeling, everything's tight. Twite. Baker, the touchdown maker, says Robbie G. Where are my Buccaneers fans at? Looking for the pirate flags right now. Buccaneers fans, where are you? Buccaneers fans, where are you right now? Need Bucky over 28 passing yards or receiving yards? Because if you need Bucky to get 28 passing yards, you should not have taken that bet. Going for Baker, says Eric. It's cool. Falcons about to score right now, says BS. Let's see. Robert Samora dropping the flags right there. I see you. Go Buccaneers, Nevis James. Phil saying, let's go. Bills. Looks like Bill Seibert saying, Bucks flag out. Go Buccaneers, says Matthew. Long Drive Vid saying, go Buccaneers. I see you guys. Sean Whitney dropping the pirate flags. I'm in Mexico, says Steve. Steve, que onda, mi amigo? Bienvenidos. AJ Romer checks in with the pirate flag. Steve Barker, I love it. Michael, I love it. LaShawn Korb dropping the the big horn sheep here for the Rams all day. All day. Let's go Buccaneers. Vibe saying, if you actually knew ball, you would know that the Falcons defense has been very good all year. It's been our offense that has held back. Vibes. First of all, please, don't pretend like I don't know ball. If you showed up on time for these live streams, you might know that we already talked about this. Their offense isn't just bad. Their offense is flat out trash. And the defense is, let's just call it what it is, mid at best. We do this every game, my friend. Talk about knowing ball. Shoot. You in the big leagues now, dog. You watching Football Nation. We break this down every single game. We got stats. We got stats on stats on stats. Not only do we got stats on stats on stats individually, we do the head-to-head stats as well, and we call it like we see it, my guy. My dude. Okay? All right? So don't come at me saying I don't know ball. Okay? All right? Just going to lay that out there. Okay. Here's the kickoff, and here is no return for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons going to take the knee. They'll start this drive on the 35-yard line. By the way, I know you probably didn't mean to get called out like that, bro. I know you probably didn't mean that in any kind of way. And I know you probably were just ribbing right there, but, we're just having some fun out here on this chat. 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Atlanta Falcons after getting the football back here, y'all. Atlanta Falcons getting the football back right now. They are down by 6. The score is 14-20. Atlanta going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. Okay. So we've got a single back formation this time. It's step back here, motion on the field from Mooney as he goes to the bottom of the screen. The defense showing a blitz. They will rush 5 across the line. Cousins will wind up and throw. Oh, my goodness. Almost intercepted on that play. Looks like David Sills was the intended receiver. That pass incomplete right here. Dean almost comes up with the interception. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. We'll stop the clock with 6:16. We will stop the clock with 6:16. So a 2nd and 10 comes up at the Atlanta 35. So far in this game, Kirk Cousins has completed 14 of 19 passes for 178 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. No rushing touchdowns today, though. 2nd down and 10, shotgun formation. From the 35-yard line, a 4-man rush will come in. Bijan Robinson going to shake and bake. Loses a man, loses 2. He gets the first down across midfield, out to the 50, out to the 45. Call it the 44. First down, Atlanta Falcons. Big catch there for Atlanta on 2nd and 10. This will move the sticks once again, and we are across midfield in Buccaneers territory. Atlanta Falcons heading this way. Let's see how they do. Good solid catch, good solid run after that. Honestly, I thought when he caught that football, he was going to be brought down immediately. A bad tackle to begin with here, and if it wasn't for Antoine Winfield Jr., that 21-yard catch would have gone for more. 44-yard line, Kyle Pitts is the motion man. He lines up in the slot, dropping back. Cousins looks the other way. He'll wind up and throw to David Sills, who drops the ball. Wide open pass to number 87, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 at the Tampa Bay 44. At the Tampa Bay 44, wide open. That was a house call, bro. That would have been an NFL touchdown for you, Mr. Sills. Instead, the dropped pass, you can see all the cheerleaders in the background just smiling about it. Dude, he cooked him. Oh, man, he absolutely roasted the CB on that play. 2nd down and 10 comes up from the 44-yard line. You got to catch that pass. Here's the snap, looking left, going to wind up and throw. This time the pass is caught by Darnell Mooney. That's going to be enough for a first down. It's a 13-yard grab. That's the first reception for Mooney today, I think, as well. Catch is made. First down, Atlanta Falcons. Football to the Tampa Bay 31. Okay, so Atlanta has the football. They're at the 31-yard line in Tampa Bay territory. Atlanta Falcons going to line up right now. Football all the way to the 31. This time a pistol formation. Motion from Bijan Robinson. Cousins will fake the handoff. Goes through option 1 and 2. He'll wind up and throw. It looks like the catch was made by Kyle Pitts at the 30-yard line. This should bring up a 2nd down. They're going to call it incomplete. It's going to stop the clock with 4:41. It was close, but 2nd down and 10. Football still at the Tampa Bay 31-yard line. 2nd down and 10. How do you roast someone if you don't the ball, says John Franklin. Wait, what? What are you talking about? David Sills roasted the corner on that play. Not the quarter, the corner. 2nd down and 10, motion. Here's the snap and the drop back. Looking left, looking right. Going to wind up and throw. I don't think there was anyone in that area. Is that intentional grounding? 3rd down and 10. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:37 here left to go. Hello, Mr. Tim Diaz. Tim Diaz is in the house. Okay. 3rd down and 10. With 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Flag coming in. They're going to say the same thing I said. They're going to say the same thing I said. Watch this. Here comes the flag. Intentional grounding. No receivers in that area. So it is against the Atlanta Falcons. It's clearly intentional grounding. Not only there's going to be a loss of down as well as the 10-yard penalty, guys. So it'll bring up a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd down and 20 plus a loss of down after the intentional grounding call. So 3rd down. Falcons going to line up at the Tampa Bay 41. The officials. I've got a 3rd down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here is the snap, a wind up and a throw. Incomplete, makes it a 4th down and 10 with 4:34 left to go. Kirk Cousins not happy about the situation. 4th down and 20 with 4:34. This from the 41-yard line would be a 61-yard field goal, and I don't think They're going to kick this one. Something tells me the punt unit will come out. A 61-yard field goal for the Atlanta Falcons would feel very, yeah, Pignon is out here to punt this one away. Okay, so Pignon about to punt. It's 4th and 20, not 420, guys. I guess it can be. When you see what you want to see. A high-hanging punt. Oh, the punt is muffed. It will eventually be recovered by the Buccaneers. Luckily, the Buccaneers managed to get on top of it. Giggity. 1st and 10 coming up. No kick return. Football down inside the 20 for sure. Okay. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to get the football. We might go to another quick commercial break. That Sills drop was huge, guys. The fact that Sills dropped that football when he was wide open, that is the difference. David Sills, he should have caught that. He should have caught that. That would have been a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. Instead, we'll end up with a 1st and 10 again at the 10-yard line for Atlanta. But we go to another quick commercial break. Okay. Let's see. Oops, says Rusty. I'm rooting for the under, says G. Marley. What up, G. Marley? They just BSing, says Cal Fooley. What up, Cal Fooley? Let's see. David checking in. Lions. Okay. All right, guys. Anybody in here watching from Florida or Atlanta? Anybody native to Florida? Anybody native to Georgia? Anybody out there? Just curious to see what you guys think about right now, or what you guys are thinking about this game right here. I am, says airtime and action. Yes. Let's see. Washington, D.C., says Gabriel. Okay. Only need Bucky for 58.5. Cash Kid saying me. Dread saying I love you, Sales. My niece and nephew are in Florida. Falcons are doing better than I thought they would to Atomic. They're doing way better than I thought they would. I thought they were going to get absolutely steamrolled in this game, bro. The Atlanta Falcons are putting up a fight. This game is still interesting. This isn't one of those, oh, yeah, you know, they're down by 40 points or they're down by 21 in the fourth quarter. I'm not even going to check into this. This is definitely a close game. I got a Florida license plate. That's funny. Living in Florida but not native, says Joe Duke. Daytona. Never been to Daytona. Georgia Bulldogs. Bro. Okay, here's another thing, guys. December 20th. I almost said 420. I almost said April 20th. December 20th, ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing a college football game. It will be at 11 a.m., and it is going to be Alabama versus OU. Oklahoma versus Alabama, December 20th, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, that game is going to be absolutely bananas. That game is going to be wild, guys, and I hope y'all are here with us during that game. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A pistol formation, looking right. Baker going to wind up and throw. Catch made again by Mike Evans. You can't stop this dude. You cannot stop him. 1st down, Buccaneers. Mike Evans makes a grab for 20 yards. From the 10 to the 30 they go. 1st down, Tampa. Get off me, he says. Catch made by Evans. What a play. What a play from Mike Evans on the right-hand side. Okay, here we go. All right, motion on the field right now, waiting for the snap. Baker Mayfield under center. He takes it. He will hand this off to Bucky Irving for the first time in a long time. Bucky will pick up about, he gets pushed forward. That could be a gain of 8 right there. Let's see where they mark this. 2nd down, they're going to call it a 2nd down and 6. They blew the whistle before he went down. So a 2nd down and 4, excuse me, a 6-yard gain for Bucky. He is brought down by Ebiketie and Diablo. He's brought down by Ebiketie and Diablo. It took 2 defenders to bring him down. 2nd down and 4. Howdy, Preston 74. 2nd down and 4. Baker Mayfield takes the snap. Oh, that's a direct snap. A direct snap right here to Bucky Irving. Gets across midfield. A little trickery, a little tomfoolery. It fooled me too. That's going to be good for a 1st down. Direct snap to Bucky Irving. Goes up the middle for 16 yards. Carries the football from the Tampa Bay 36 to the Atlanta 48. 1st down. Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving gets right. He's dragging Jesse Bates along the ground. Good try, Bates. Bucky Irving keeping those legs moving. Down at the 48-yard line. Another direct snap coming in. It is going to be another direct snap to Bucky, and Bucky up the middle again will pick up 6 more yards. 1st and 10. Another gain of 6 from the Atlanta. Call it a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 out to the 43. Clock is still hot. Clock is still ticking. Back-to-back direct snaps to the running back works out for the Buccaneers. We'll see how far they push this, or if they decide to do that again at some point today. Is that Monopoly money, says Mr. Mojo? Irving in the backfield. It's a single back formation. From the 43-yard line, motion on the field. A snap and a little play action as the blitz comes in. Baker Mayfield's in trouble. Baker gets down at the 50-yard line. Sit down, son. Down he goes. What a play by the defense here. London going to be credited for the sack. LaCale London going to be a 7-yard loss. It brings up a 3rd down and 12 now. 3rd down and 12. LaCale London making a huge stop defensively for the Atlanta Falcons. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing a 3rd and long. That, by the way, is the 4th sack of the night for Atlanta. The 4th sack of the night for the Falcons. Here's another drop back for Baker, and Baker Mayfield looks to the left, throws to the left. Tez Johnson is the intended receiver, but the pass is incomplete. 3rd down, and that sack pushes them outside of field goal range. So the punt team will come out. Again, 1 minute here left to go. 1 minute here left to go. This is bananas, bro. Make sure all of this is nice and updated. Crazy game so far. Crazy game so far. So the punt team is out once again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here is Dixon to punt this one back. That one is a high hanging boot. All the way out to the 15-yard line. Call it the 14, call it the 13. 1st and 10 with 53 seconds left to go in this game. Knock on wood, feels like it kind of flew by, guys. Almost to the 4th quarter, 53 seconds left to go. 4th quarter action coming up momentarily. The Atlanta Falcons just got the football. Ooh-wee. Robinson time, the Mr. Mojo. It could be Bijan Robinson time. No touchdowns for Bijan yet today. Captain Kirk score a touchdown. Another one. He's already got 2. Falcons are going to win, says Jay. Falcons are going to win, says Jay. Fortitude saying, any Panthers fans hoping that the Buccaneers lose? Christopher Neesmith. Thank you, Mr. Nesmith. Is it Nesmith or Neesmith? Bama and OU play Friday. Oh. So then I guess the other game that I would be covering is the morning game on Saturday then. If they're playing Friday the 19th, then the game on the 20th would be, what is that, Miami? Is that the Miami game? Okay, so that would be Friday night for sure. So then I guess it's Miami. Yeah, Miami would be the Saturday. Miami and A&M would be the next game. That's what I'm looking at. That's this game here. I can't scroll up any higher. Yeah, Miami and A&M would be playing then at Saturday, December 20th. So Friday night and Saturday morning. That's what I'm saying. That's why we've got so many extra games that week there. And by the way, thanks for clearing that up there, Brad. I appreciate that because I don't want to be wrong and have that game scheduled at a certain time and then it just be wrong. Okay. But, yes, I will be live for both of those college football games. Thank you for bringing that up, guys. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Ooh, someone asking if I'm covering the Jake Paul fight. Yeah, probably not. By the way, that same Saturday on the 20th, guys, there are 2 NFL games that Saturday as well. So I will be covering a Friday night football game, a Saturday morning football game, and one of those 2 NFL games. I'm pretty sure it's Packers and Bears that I'm going to be covering. 1st and 10 coming up this time from the 13-yard line. Kirk Cousins will hand this off to Bijan Robinson, who is brought down at the 15. It's a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8 coming up now. The clock is ticking. We'll need one more play before the end of the quarter. Spencer saying, call me out. For what? What did you do? What did you do, Spencer? What's up, Spencer? Thanks for checking in. Spencer P7371 saying, call me out. What up, dude? I'm stepping away from the chat, though. I know a lot of you guys are hoping for a shout-out, guys. We are in the middle of this game. It is a one-possession game. Shotgun formation from the 15-yard line on 2nd down and 8. A 4-man rush will come in. The catch is made, and this is going to be a catch and a fumble. I think it's recovered by the Buccaneers. Are they going to call this an incomplete pass, or did Bijan Robinson make a football move? I think he caught it and fumbled it. Ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble recovered by the defense. Oh, yeah. That's definitely a football move. He put his head down. He took on the challenge. He fumbled the ball. Catch 1, 2 steps, 3 steps. He drops the shoulder. He coughs up the football. That's a 1st down, Tampa Bay, folks. The Buccaneers going to take over at the Atlanta, 20-yard line, 25-yard line, maybe on the edge of the red zone. Christopher Nesmith, welcome to 1st down, my friend. Bijan Robinson going to fumble that football, bro. I don't think there's any way they can take that back. That's a catch and a fumble. He tucked it away. He caught it on this side. He tucked it away on this side. He dropped the shoulder, and he lost the battle. Sorry, Bijan. 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 25. The Buccaneers get the football back. So Bijan Robinson fumbles the ball. Okay. Isian forces the fumble here. 25-yard line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Motion on the field right now from McMillan. Dropping back. Baker looking that way. Pressure coming in. Baker, stop running backwards. Get rid of the football. He'll wind up and throw. Catch is made. Guess who? That's a Mike Evans grab. 1st down, Mike Evans. And Evans is down. Is that collarbone messed up again, bro? I think he's okay. He's hanging this arm down, though, here. Evans going to get looked at right now. It is the end of the 3rd quarter. You might as well just take him off. Like, just let Evans rest for a couple of snaps. Let him sit out the rest of this drive. It's a 2nd down and 1st and 10 coming up right now. After that catch was made by Mike Evans, Evans should take this one across the line to gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 when we get back. We are in a commercial break. Evans playing possum right now, says James. Dude was wide open. Oopsie, says Mr. Mojo. Please protect Evans, says Doobie Miles. Travis Morgan, what's up, dude? Welcome in, bro. Welcome, welcome. Retire is right, says Mike G. Boys having some fun sophomorically. Wait, what? Keep going. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they will, man. They will. 11 targets today, says Scott. Bijan is hurting my heart, says XDI, or GX Eden. GX Eden. My collarbone is still healing. It's taking forever, says Mark McKay. Bucks all fall down. Glass shoulder. Pass incomplete, says Max Zell. You know, that could be. It could have been an incomplete pass. They initially called that a catch right there. And I'm actually looking at my CBS Sports information here. It does say incomplete pass here as well, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a 2nd down and 10 at the Atlanta 25. Looks like Garrett has he's in turtle mode. Okay, Garrett, good for you, buddy. You know, Mario, sophomoric. No, I don't think that's a real word. If it is, I've never heard of it. Are you sure he caught the ball, says Josh. No, I'm not sure. Sarmadzaya saying, who am I rooting for? Well, in this game, my friend, I am rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I wouldn't say rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm rooting for both teams. I want both teams to do well, but in my pick'ems this week, I took Tampa Bay to get the win. I've also got a lot of shares of Baker Mayfield, and in my Dynasty League, where I'm in the playoffs in 4 out of my 5 fantasy leagues this season. I do have a lot of shares of Mike Evans as well. So here's hoping that Mike Evans is okay to go. Okay, Mario 6'7". No, Mario 6'1". Mario 6'1", not 6'7". Do I listen to Knocked Loose? Not really. They're okay. Here's the replay. They're showing it one more time. Evans did not hang on to that football all the way through. Okay. Country, are we playing for the opening round of the playoffs? Why did I feel like one of us had a bye week? Did I start Baker Mayfield this week? If I did, I regret it immediately. Okay, Country. I'm playing Country Kisses in the playoffs right now for the fantasy football, for the Football Nation Fantasy Football League. 2nd down and 10 becomes 3rd down and what? 3rd down and 9 after a 1-yard carry for Bucky Irving to start the quarter. Mike Evans checking back in. Wittenberg saying sophomoric means juvenile or immature. Thank you. I've never used that as an adjective to describe anybody. I've used the adjective juvenile. I've used immature, but I've never used sophomoric as one. We are inside the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. So inside the red zone, this pass to the left-hand side. Flag comes in. Mike Evans going to draw the pass interference right here. It's going to be a DPI on the defense. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the football. This is going to bring up a 1st and goal now. 1st and goal on the flag. It's pass interference against Atlanta. I learned sophomoric while preparing for the SAT, says Kenny. Apology accepted, says Roy Williams. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Anyways, 1st and goal. 1st and goal. You know, you really do learn something new every day. I just learned a new word, and I guarantee you in the next 7 days I'm going to use that word. Motion on the field. Here's the snap from the 5-yard line. Baker will hand it off to Sean Tucker, and Tucker tries to put his head down and go forward. Looks like we've got an injury here on the Falcons' defensive side of things. 2nd down and goal coming up. Football at the Atlanta 3. Less than 14 minutes here left to go. Most flags I've seen in an NFL game, says BS Movington. We had another game where we were trying to keep track, and we thought it was the most flags in a game. Motion on the field, a snap, a little play action here. Baker to the end zone. Catch is made. It's Chris Godwin. Catch and a touchdown. Touchdown, number 14. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Buccaneers will score a touchdown on 2nd and goal. We'll put 6 more points on the board. Touchdown, Tampa. So the score is 26 to 14. It's a 12-point lead right now. A field goal here will make it a 13-point lead. They want a 14-point lead to make it 2 clean touchdowns here. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. So a 2-point try. Payne Durham in on this play. Chris Godwin and Emeka Egbuka to the right. White also to the right. Mike Evans, the lone wolf at the top of the screen. With 13:34, the 2-point conversion coming in. Looking, will shoot to the end zone. Catch made by Godwin again. The 2-point conversion is good. Oh, wow. 2-point conversion is good. And the score is now 28 to 14. All of this coming thanks to a fumbled football by Bijan Robinson, who made the catch and fumbled the ball. The Buccaneers took over at the 25-yard line and took advantage of a short field. Fantastic drive for them. Ouch, really, says Julie? Really, Julie? Really? Mike saying, so, to be 27. You know what, dude? 27 wasn't half bad. Pretty sure I met my wife when I was 27. 24 was probably one of my favorite years. 24 is when I lived in Argentina. 33 is technically when I had my son. I'm 34. I just turned 34 years old, guys, in case anybody is wondering out here. 34 years young. I'm no longer in the workforce, man. I did it for a long time, dude. I went and got my college degree. You know, I was a network engineer for a while. I was a bartender for most of my life, man. And, you know, you eventually stop being, what was it, sophomoristic or whatever the adjective was right there. You eventually grow up, man, and bartending was fun. It was cool. I didn't like working with computers, even though I got my degree in computer science, which stupid me, and I'm still on the hook for like 40 grand for college because, you know. But anyways, you guys don't care about any of that stuff. DJ Gene saying retired at 33. Yeah, no way, bro. Definitely not retired. We are running our own business right now. This is work. I'm not unemployed. I am self-employed. And we've even got people working with us. You know, we got Santino on payroll. We got a few other people that we're helping out as well. As this channel grows, we continue to grow the operation here. And so, FN Media Group, Football Nation under FN Media Group. Love it, man. Love it. Haha. Ray calling me an old fart. I know, 34. I'm old AF, man. Sam Darnold still in the league? He sure is, Mr. Mojo. Still in the league for sure. Self-employed. Attaboy. That's it, Mike G. That's it. Argentina was a lot of fun. I had never really seen – I had heard tango, but when I went down there, one of the first things I noticed is that they were literally playing tango in the streets, cobblestone roads. Like, such a beautiful experience to be down there. Such a cool experience. 10 out of 10 do recommend. All right, folks. Phelan 5064, thank you very much, man. I appreciate those kind words. Look, dude, whether you think I'm the greatest commentator or not, man, that's not even the goal right now. I mean, it's always the goal because, like Ash Ketchum said, I want to be the very best like no one ever was. But we just want to make sure that we're keeping y'all entertained. College is a scam nowadays, says FDJC Engine. Thank you. Those $20 will go straight to my tuition, bro. I am straight up not even kidding. I can actually write that off. So that's legitimately going straight to my college tuition here, or going to my student loans, I should say. Single back formation, motion on the field from the 35-yard line, a little play action as the blitz comes in, looking to the right all the way, incomplete pass, second down. 13 minutes and 29 seconds here left to go. Second down and 10. Do I like Pokemon? I like the original 150, and I also like Gold and Silver, but outside of that, it's a little bit different. I run bar at Reagan National. It's hard work, but kudos, says Gabriel Davis. Good, man. You totally get it, bro. It is hard work, man. It's super hard work. All right, guys, I'm going to step away from the chat right now. I'm going to get locked in on this game. We've got 13 and a half left to go. A quick look to the left-hand side. Bijan Robinson lined up as a wide receiver. He will pick up 7 yards, doing some decent damage on that left-hand side. 3rd down and 3 coming up now for the Atlanta Falcons. But they got to move quickly here because time is not on their side. They are down by two touchdowns. Not just 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Shotgun from the 43. 3rd down and 3 for Atlanta. This could be the end of the drive if they can't convert here. Looking left, will wind up and throw. Catch is made. Bijan Robinson hangs on through the hit. He goes out of bounds. It does bring up a 1st down for Atlanta. 1st down, Falcons. Bijan Robinson a little shaken up after getting tagged on the outside there. Smoke Burp saying that the thing about IT degrees is that tech changes a lot. Facts, bro. Big facts. Okay. 1st and 10. Football just shy of midfield at the Atlanta 48. Pistol formation. Steps up to the line, steps back, play clock down to 5. Kirk Cousins still waits for it. He takes it. He hands that to Bijan. Bijan to the right-hand side will shed a tackle or two. He'll pick up maybe 3 yards on that play. Didn't look as explosive as we normally see. They're calling that a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Football from the Atlanta 48 to the Buccaneers 48. We are now in enemy territory. 2nd down and 6. Tampa Bay 48-yard line with less than 12 to go. Kirk Cousins, the king of mounting comebacks, waits for the snap. Shotgun formation. He takes it. He looks right. He looks left. Goes through progressions. We'll check this one down. Catch going to be made here. Looks like Warner makes the grab. It does bring up a 3rd down and 2. It's a 4-yard pickup for Warner. Not one of the main options that we normally see here. Not one of the main options that we normally see here for Charlie Warner to be lined up as a running back on the play. But the tight end was lined up as a running back on that play. We've got a 3rd down and 2 with 11:19 left to go. Break! They line up. Kyle Pitts was amazing earlier this game. Excuse me, let's move the possession needle. That's my fault. Falcons have the football. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back. Looking to the right against the blitz. He will find Kyle Pitts again. Out past the 30, inside the 30, shy of the 25 at the 26. A big 1st down here for the Atlanta Falcons. 1st down, Atlanta. Okay, welcome to Football Nation. My name is Mario. If you're enjoying this broadcast, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Do it. Okay, 1st and 10. Football at the Tampa Bay 26. We are 6 yards shy of the end zone. Excuse me, 6 yards shy of the red zone. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Here's the snap, a pump fake, a wind-up, and a throw. The catch is made by David Sills inside the 10, down at the 5. David Sills with a big grab. And another 1st down, Atlanta. The Falcons inside the red zone deep now. It's a 1st and goal coming up for Atlanta. Let's see how they handle this pressure. Thank you very much, man. Narn Anderson. I am currently an attorney, but I want something else. #strive. Isn't it crazy, man? We go to school and we do these things because we think it's supposed to do, but then we find something else that really drives our passion. 1st and goal from the 6. A snap and a handoff to Bijan. Bijan gets around the corner. Oh, that's a cakewalk. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. They made that one look easy. They made that one look easy. Touchdown, Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. They should just go for the extra point attempt here. They are keeping this a close game. Darnell Mooney, I guess, might have been the expected player upfield. Good block from Darnell Mooney on that play. Well done. Okay, so that's what they were focusing on right here. Go Falcons, bout time. I see some of y'all out here saying that. Mr. Mojo saying she was right. 5 points, says Reggio. Damn, should have let it ride, says Ark. Ooh, 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion coming up, guys. They want to make this a 2-point conversion. Looking left, looking right, going to shoot to the end zone. Why? Why? Why are you going for a 2-point fire Raheem Morris? Why are you going for a 2-point conversion? That is absolutely absurd when you could just go out here and make it a 1-possession game, knowing that, or to make it a 7-point game, now you're forced into a 2-point conversion if you score again. Redonkulous. The guy I'm playing in fantasy has Kyle Pitts and Bijan. It was a good season. Yeah, I'm sure it was, man. Appreciate that super chat checking in right now, Wittenberg. Thank you very much. Like, why go for it? Why go for a 2-point conversion? If you get the 1 point, if you really wanted to go for the 2-point conversion to get the win, make it the final play Not in a situation where now if you don't convert the 2-point conversion, you are forced to convert a 2-point conversion. Just bad coaching. Seems like a very unnecessary risk to me. Just doesn't make sense. Stupid move, says Troy Morgan. I agree, man. That made no sense, says Lebowski. That made no sense. Kirk Cousins getting that Shador treatment. Ooh, Ronnie Fraud. You're not wrong, bro. Why, says Justin. Well, at least Tampa Bay cannot lose this game in regulation, says Jimmy. Yeah, that's true. That would make it, that would push this into overtime if needed, Jimmy. That's a good point there. Blowout incoming, says Mr. Mojo. The spreadsheets are running the coaches, says Tony Rings. Should have used that same play. I know, dude. That last play with Bijan Robinson was way too easy. All right, guys, let's take a quick look now. Let's take a quick look now at the postseason schedule. Is your team on this list? If it is, let me know who your team is. If your team is not on this list, it doesn't mean it's eliminated yet, but doesn't look very, very good. So, taking a look right now, number 7 on which side, Ronnie? Are you a Bears or Texans right here? Bears or Texans? Someone else saying 6. There we go. Looks like Tanya saying Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Seattle Seahawks. Bro, the fact that the Seattle Seahawks are number 5 means that this whole scoring system is rigged. They are 10-3 right now. But division winners all get put at the top. Seattle Seahawks, if they've got to go up against the Buccaneers or against the Carolina Panthers, I think Seattle's going to make quick work out of any team that they match up against, even if they're on the road this postseason. I think the 49ers are in a good spot to handle the Eagles as well, and if we see the Packers and the Bears going at it, that would just be hilarious to me. Anyways, on the other side in the AFC, the Broncos, they would have the bye week as it sits right now. We'd see the Patriots and the Texans, and I would take the Patriots all day. We got the Jaguars and the Bills. That should be a good match, and the Steelers and the Chargers should also be a pretty good match. That was a terrible kick. What was that, bro? That was one of the ugliest kickoffs I've ever seen. Zane Gonzalez going to draw a flag on the kickoff here with 9:37. This is going to put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the 40-yard line. It's going to put Tampa Bay on the 40-yard line to start this drive, guys. So Tampa Bay going to get good field position yet again because special teams can't get it together. Don't know what that was, but hey. FTJC engine. College is a scam nowadays. It sure is, man. Okay. All right, guys. You're welcome, TD Vols. Pabby man, rock and roll. They should change it so that the worst division winner does not get the auto 4th seed, says Tony. Maybe. Okay, guys, we're in a shotgun formation here. Motion on the field. To the bottom of the screen we go. That's Jalen McMillan to the bottom of the screen. Baker Mayfield, hands to the helmets. Everybody making sure that the communication is there. I like seeing that. Here's the drop back. The 4-man rush comes in. It's meant to be a screenplay. Rashad White hangs on to it. He'll pick up about 7 yards on that play. We'll start the clock. A second down, and we'll call it a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Creamsicle Orange. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the football now. Tampa Bay with the football right now. Ladies and gentlemen, after this game is over, I will hang out for just a little bit longer. It does feel like this game is flying by, but we're already past 10 p.m. right now, so maybe I'm in my own head about this. Shotgun formation. Looks like in the slot is Godwin. Looking that way, Baker Mayfield, a pump fake, gets a man off his feet, a wind-up and a throw. The catch is made. Emeka Egbuka and a flag. Let's find out what this flag is. This would be a catch. Let's find out what the penalty is. Holding on the defense. That penalty is declined. Another penalty against the Atlanta Falcons. This one is declined as the gain is more than 5 yards. Good catch for Emeka Egbuka of 9. First down, Tampa Bay. First down for the Buccaneers. It's a 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 45. We are across midfield right now. And Emeka Egbuka doing a good job today. It's 10:02 in San Antonio right now. It sure is, David Bacco. It's 10:02 in the entire central time zone. Here we go. Offset I formation. Motion from Payne Durham. A wind-up and a throw. Incomplete pass. This one intended I guess really for Rachaad White, but it's an incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 8:28, 2nd down and 10. I need a Buca to catch one, says Mr. Wins. They're going for the record, says Pabby Man. Okay. Is that number 16 now, says Lebowski? It might even be worse than that, Lebowski. I can't tell you how many. I can't tell you, at least not off the top of my head. 2nd down and 10 with 8:28 left to go. Buccaneers with the football. Here's the snap against the 4-man rush. Baker will look left and throws it. It's intercepted, picked off, intended for Baker Mayfield, but going up to the second shelf are the Atlanta Falcons defensive players. Catch is made, interception, 1st down Atlanta. Wow. Picked off right there, Atlanta Falcons. That's a brutal one here. That interception is D. Alford who picks it up. He goes up both hands around that football. That's a clear interception for D. Alford. D-E-E Alford. Good pick right there. Well done by the Falcons defense. So maybe we'll get overtime after all. Maybe we'll get overtime after all. That's the first turnover of the day for Baker here. 1st and 10 coming up for Atlanta. Atlanta takes over at the 33-yard line. Single back formation, motion on the field, a snap and a handoff to Bijan Robinson. He finds a room. He's got room to roam. He picks up yardage, gets just shy of the 50. A big run for Bijan Robinson, takes it out to the 47. It's a 14-yard pickup, and it's a 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons now forcing themselves into a 2-point conversion situation. Again, I don't like that Raheem Morris went for it earlier. If they really wanted the lead, they could have been taking it now, but now they need it just to catch up. Sarmad Zaya, no, I don't think it's rigged. I think there might be some situations, but overall, I think it's too hard. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like Bijan Robinson will pick up about 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up now. Call it a 2nd down and 7. They're going to put him down at midfield. So we are approaching the midway point of this 4th quarter with about 7 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. It is a 2nd down and 7 at the Atlanta 50-yard line. Break! Falcons line up for another one. Empty backfield this time. Nobody to the sides of Kirk Cousins. 3 to the top of the screen, 2 receivers at the bottom. Cousins takes the snap against the blitz. He'll look left quickly. Incomplete pass. Will stop the clock with 7:01 left to go. 3rd down and 7, and the Buccaneers defense looking to get off field right here, right now. If Buccaneers can get off the field, they should be able to win this game here. You would imagine that they'd be able to win this game here, but let's see. There's no way, says SCRT Jason. I'm telling you, bro. Kirk Cousins is the comeback king. So many comebacks mounted on the arm of Kirk Cousins. Trips to the top of the screen. Waiting for the snap. They are showing blitz. They bring the house. Cousins will wind up and throw. Catch looks like it's made by Kyle Pitts. 1st down, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts making a grab. Okay. Kyle Pitts with another one. Guys, 10 targets, 9 receptions, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Kyle Pitts today. If you have made it to the postseason in your fantasy football league, I am hoping that you do not have to play against number 8 right now. Motion on the field from the 40-yard line. A handoff to the left-hand side. Tyler Algier from the 40 down to the 25. It's a 15-yard gain. 1st down, Atlanta. That puts us inside the red zone. Oh, my goodness. The Atlanta Falcons are getting the job done right now. They continue. Newsel definitely should have been charged for a hold right there. Still, though, Algier, an amazing job out to the 25-yard line. We're 5 yards shy of the red zone, so we're not quite in the red zone just yet. That's on me. But we are at the 25. Motion on the field here. Here is the snap and a handoff. Bijan gets wrapped up. He'll take it down to the 24. 1st and 10 becomes second. 2nd down and 9? Question mark? Because it looked like he picked up a yard, but this says 2nd down and 10. Anyways, why Tampa Bay choking? Says Go Joker. Go Joker, go Love. Tampa Bay has been really disappointing me, says Jim. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Cousins takes the snap. He looks to the right. He'll wind up and throw. Catch is made. Darnell Mooney inside. He fumbles the ball. He fumbles the football. It's recovered by Tampa Bay. Darnell Mooney trying to do too much. He coughs it up. It is Tampa Bay football. It should be. Who were they saying got it? Who are they saying got it? Wow, they're saying Atlanta kept the football. Darnell Mooney coughed up the ball. It was stripped out of his hands. There were 5 Buccaneers players. 3 of them jumped on the football at the same time. Newsel was a Falcons player who jumped on top. Who else got there? I don't see anyone else. Newsel got in. I don't know how that's Atlanta Falcons football, but Atlanta got the football. It is 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. That seems fixed to me. Here's a look and a shot to the end zone. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and goal. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. I am still shocked and totally confused as to how Atlanta has possession here. It clearly looked like it was recovered by the Buccaneers. It clearly looked like it was recovered by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the official said Tampa ball. So 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Darnell Mooney lucky to have not lost that fumble. Kirk Cousins waits for the snap. He takes it. He hands that off to Bijan, who goes to the right-hand side. Flag on the play. False start against the offense. Replay, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 15. Honestly, still very confused as to how they have the football right now. Okay, so Bijan Robinson looked like he was about to score a touchdown there. He broke through the line, but flags came in for a false start against the Falcons. 2nd down and goal from the Tampa Bay 15-yard line. Kirk Cousins in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Cousins takes it. He looks to the left. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. Is that Durham who makes that? Is that Payne Durham who makes the crap? No, that's Warner. Looks like Charlie Warner picks up 8 yards. It's a 3rd down and goal coming up right now. 3rd down and goal at the Tampa Bay 17-yard line. The clock is ticking once again. Less than 4 minutes here left to go. Big 3rd down coming up for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see if Atlanta can convert. It is 3rd down and goal. 3:45 left to go. Empty backfield. Kirk Cousins. 2 receivers at the bottom. 2 receivers at the top right now. Here is the snap. Cousins shoots to the end zone right here. This is going to be. Looks like it's going to be. They're calling this a touchdown. They're saying touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. They're going with it. Touchdown, Atlanta. What? I don't know, man. They're calling this a touchdown. Let's watch it one more time. Kyle Pitts goes up, no control. Then he gets it. Backside down. That's a touchdown. If your backside goes down, that's caught here. The backside down before the elbow. The backside counts as 2 knees or as a knee right here. That should be a touchdown, Atlanta. Boom. Ooh, unless the elbow went down first, it should be a touchdown. It depends on which body part hits first. Is it the elbow or the backside? Oh. Ooh, I don't know, man. Oh, that's so close. That is very, very difficult. Oh, man, that's a tough one here. Yeah, Courtney, it looked kind of simultaneous. You guys asking, just give him the touchdown and call it a day, says Joseph. They are looking at this time and time again. So this is currently under review right now, folks. 3 minutes and 34 seconds on official review. Elbow touch out of bounds prior to the mud pit. What, Steve? Why would you call it that? Why not just the backside? Here's the play one more time. If that elbow goes down before, pause. It's so hard to tell, man. Everyone's saying it's no good, but obviously we're in Tampa. The ruling on the field stands as called touchdown. A number 3 touchdown today for Kyle Pitts, and he has 43 fantasy points today. Kyle Pitts has 43 fantasy points. Here comes that 2-point conversion that they absolutely need because they forced themselves into this situation because they're idiots. If they can convert, I guess I'll be the idiot now. Shotgun formation, 2-point conversion to tie this thing up with 3:34 left to go. Waiting for the snap, motion on the field from Kyle Pitts, dropping back, looking that way. Cousins gonna be incomplete. Incomplete pass. The 2-point conversion is no good. Down by 2. The Buccaneers will get the football back. They are up by 2. Down by 2, the Falcons lose possession. 26-28 Tampa Bay. Bro, what a crazy game so far. So that 2-point conversion, the Atlanta Falcons 26-28 had to go for 2 just to try to catch this up. 26-28, man, that's crazy. They shouldn't have gone for it earlier. This would be a tied game if they didn't go for it earlier, but whatever, man. Captain Kirk, your ship is going down. Time to move power from the thrusters to life support. Kyle Pitts isn't in the playoffs in both of my leagues, says Sheldon. Honestly, I don't think Kyle Pitts is in the playoffs in any of my leagues if I check right now. But I'm sure there have to be 1 or 2 leagues where someone's there. Mayfield scrambling, says Mr. Mojo. Tampa, please just run the clock, says Cash Kid. It's a 2-point game for the Falcons, got the spread. Now they just need a field goal, says Pabby. Where are my Falcons fans at? Where are my Atlanta Falcons fans at? Got any Falcons fans in the house? 62% of the chat is rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The other 38% Atlanta Falcons. Go Falcons, says Christopher. They left, says Go Joe. Says Go Joker. This is crazy, says it is crazy, Jay Mullen. It is pretty wild, bro. It is pretty wild. Anyone remember quarterback Doug Williams with the Bugs? I live in Atlanta, but I'm a Vikings fan. Okay, Dre, I see you, bro. I see you. Bad Moon Rising, says Mr. Mojo. I have Bijan in the playoffs, says JJ Spats. One Joe Airy. What up, one Joe Airy? How many yards did the Dolphins have in a total game against the Broncos when they scored 70 against them? Dude, I don't remember, but that's a good trivia quiz. They put up 70 points against them last year, and it was nonstop. That was Devon Achane's breakout game. It was a huge game for Devon Achane. Fireballs, thumbs down. Go Bugs, saying Smoke Burp. Okay. Okay, this game could go into overtime, but I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to. All right, y'all. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this football game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Looks like they are going to line up to receive the kickoff here. We are going to get a kickoff. Still no kickoff yet. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Here's the lineup. Hand up from Gonzalez. Here comes the boot. This one goes back, and this one is returned. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go, they literally just need to keep this drive alive for 3 minutes and 29 seconds, and they win this game. If they lose possession, the Falcons can win with a walk-off field goal. We'll see how Atlanta decides to use their 3 timeouts they have remaining. Lots of time remaining right now, guys. 1st and 10 with 3:29 here left to go. From the 27-yard line, Baker Mayfield under center, waits for the snap. They're showing blitz. It is going to be a snap and a handoff. Bucky Irving to the left-hand side. Bucky takes it out to the 33. That's about a 5-yard gain. 2nd down. Clock starts ticking. No timeouts taken yet. No timeouts taken yet. It's actually a 2nd down and 4. It was a 6-yard carry for Bucky Irving. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers in no rush to get back to the line right now. They have a 2-point lead, and they'd like to keep it that way. They hit the 3-minute mark. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Break! They line up. Baker under center. Single back formation once again. 2nd down and 4. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. It's a handoff, and the safety blitz from Jesse Bates comes in. Bates is there to make the tackle. 3rd down and 2 comes up with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Timeout will be called by the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons will use one of their timeouts. It's a 3rd down and 2. Football at the Tampa Bay 34. A 1st down here could be the first step. Oh, they're calling it a 3rd down and 3. A 3rd down here, a conversion, would be the first step in winning this game. But the Buccaneers really need this 1st down. 3rd down and 3, Tampa Bay 34-yard line. How many timeouts do the Falcons have? You can see it right here, my friend. They've got 2 remaining. So the first timeout has been taken. Buccaneers still have all 3. Wonder what they're talking about right now. I wonder what play they're calling up. Break! They line up once again. A shotgun formation. Emeka Egbuka in the slot. Mike Evans looks like he's at the top of the screen as the wideout. Egbuka is the motion man to the bottom. Edwins and Godwin and Evans on the left. Godwin makes the grab. He hangs on. That's good for a 1st down. With 2:30 left to go, the whistle will come in. 2:28. Timeout going to be called here. Big 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One more of those and this game is over. One more of those and this game will be over. Big 1st down for Tampa Bay. That's how you close out this game. That's how you win this game. Football to the Tampa Bay 39. They need to play mistake-free football, though. Game is not done. Game is not over, and the Falcons defense looking to stand tall by the end of this game. If the Falcons defense can force a turnover or force them into a mistake, what's going to happen here is that they're going to force them into a clock stoppage. If the Buccaneers are smart, they're going to hand this off to their running back here. If the Buccaneers are smart, they're going to turn around and hand this over to Bucky Irving, force that final timeout. That is the handoff to Bucky Irving. They go backwards on the play. It will force that final timeout. No timeouts remaining with 2:24. Would have liked to have seen some positive yardage on that carry either way. You're welcome, T-Streets. Teats Treats. What's going on? Teats Treats, thanks for the show, he says. Cheers to you, my friend. So a 2nd down and 14. You got to pick up a 1st down here. Maybe not on this play, but now you can adjust. Looks like we've got someone who just became a championship-level member. That's Steve. Let's go, Steve. Thank you, sir. Welcome in, bro. Appreciate you. Welcome to Champions, bro. Welcome to champion level. upgraded his membership to champion level. 2nd down and 14, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Baker Mayfield sends a man in motion. The blitz coming in again. Baker will wind up and throw. Oh, no. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. 3rd down and 14 with 2:20 left to go. You would have been better off taking it to the 2-minute warning here. 3rd down and 14. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. They should have kept it on the ground for one more play, man. Or they should have just picked up minimal yardage. Okay. 2:20 left to go. Oh, you're an idiot. You are an absolute fool. You are an absolute fool. Timeout going to be called by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When you've got the 2-minute warning on the horizon, I understand that you want to talk about this play right now, but then you're only going to have 2 timeouts left. Oh, God bless. Why? The clock was stopped. You had 40 seconds. They're not even going to use their full timeout. They literally took a timeout for an extra 5 seconds. 3rd down and 14, shotgun formation from the 35-yard line. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the snap. The blitz coming in. Baker's in trouble. Baker going to break through right now. Baker gets wrapped up, and he will be sacked for a loss of a yard. Stupid, 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 stupid Todd Bowles. This takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4th down and 14 coming up. When we get back from the 2-minute break, the Buccaneers going to punt this to the Atlanta Falcons, and Kirk Cousins going to try to mount a walk-off field goal drive because Bowles does not know how to coach his team. Why would you call that timeout there anyways? What was the point of using that timeout? What was the point of throwing the football on 2nd down? I'm honestly just I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the play calling from Bowles today. I'm shocked wow, guys, the Falcons might actually win this game. Unless the Buccaneers find a way to get the stop right now and keep the Falcons from moving the football, which easier said than done. Bijan Robinson has been tearing this team apart. No coach's challenges allowed in these 2 minutes right now. Okay. Let's see what happens. With 2 minutes left to go, worst coaches both teams, says Michael. Worst coaches both teams. Here comes the punt unit to send this back to Atlanta. Atlanta has no timeouts remaining. They may not need it here. Here's the snap. Here is the punt. This one goes up, up, and away. It will be returned. The 20, the 25, out to, looks like the 30, going out of bounds. 1:49 left to go. It's 1st and 10. So, oh, man. This game should not be this close. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7-6. The Atlanta Falcons coming into this game with a record of 4-9. This game should not be this close. Kirk Cousins, 31 career game-winning drives at the end of the 4th quarter. I told you, he is the comeback king. Kirk Cousins in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 receivers at the top. The drop back here against the 4-man rush. Cousins will wind up and throw. Catch easily made by David Sills. He makes the grab, a 1st down catch right here. 1:44 left to go as he goes out of bounds and stops the clock. That moves the football from the Atlanta 30 after the punt out to the Atlanta 47. It's a 17-yard grab, and already we are approaching field goal range. Already approaching field goal range as they're getting closer and closer to midfield. Falcons, if the Buccaneers lose this game, they do deserve to be out of the playoffs. You should have won this game. You allowed Kyle Pitts to put up 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. My goodness. Shotgun formation, 47-yard line. The blitz coming in against Kirk Cousins. Cousins gets wrapped up. It's a strip sack fumble. Who's got the football? Who's got it? A strip sack fumble. Kirk Cousins lost it right now. Let's see who it is. They're going to stop the clock with 1:31. Waiting for the call here. Everybody pointing in this direction. The officials, which way are they pointing? Wow. Tie goes to the offense is what the official said. So a strip sack fumble here. Kirk Cousins clearly lost the football. That's the second lost fumble. Oh, I do think Atlanta jumped down on top of it. 1:31 left to go. Atlanta hangs on to it. It's second down and 18, guys. Second down and 18. Here's the snap. Kirk Cousins going to drop back. He'll wind up and throw. That one incomplete. Third down and 18. A flag on the play, though. Let's find out what this is. It's another 10-yard penalty. It's against the Falcons prior to the pass. Holding. Honestly, why would you accept that? Just decline it. It would be third down and 18. Instead, it's a second down and looks like 28. Just decline the penalty. Why would you accept that? It would be third down and... Okay, second down and 28. Atlanta all the way back on their own 29-yard line, guys. They accepted the penalty. I would take the downs. It would still be third down and 18. Shotgun formation. Cousins steps up to the line. They accepted the penalty. Second down and 28. Cousins feels the blitz, the pressure, the windup, the throw. Incomplete. Third down and 28 with 1:20 left to go. The last thing that the Buccaneers need here is a holding or some dumb call against them. Third down and 28 with 80 seconds left to go in this game. 80 seconds left to go in this game. Good game today from Mike Evans. Welcome back. 6 receptions for 132. A touchdown would have made that day huge for Mike Evans. But with 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go from the 29-yard line on third down and 28, Kirk Cousins takes the snap. Double zeros on the clock. Cousins going to drop. Cousins going to check it down. Catch made by Kyle Pitts. Ooh, a little shake and bake by Pitts. Down he goes. It'll bring up a fourth down, but Pitts will do some damage on this one. It'll bring up a fourth down. 1:04 left to go. Fourth down and 14. No timeouts remaining. Fourth down and 14, 58 seconds. They need this. This is do or die. If the Buccaneers can prevent the pickup here, game over. Here's the snap. Cousins going to drop back. Cousins will wind up and throw this pass. It's caught! You've got to be kidding me. The catch made inbounds. Hurry up, offense. This is close to a field goal right now. Kirk Cousins needs to clock this thing. 35 seconds left to go. I cannot believe he made that. Cousins going to spike it now. Here's the snap. There's the spike. 29 left to go. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose this week. I'm going to lose this week because I took the Buccaneers over the Falcons. Ridiculous. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Hold the phone here. "12 players on the field and offsides." Who is this white hat? Who is this guy? How can those both be on the same player? But that's another penalty, guys. It's a 1st and 10. Looks like a 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 32 after that penalty. So this is inside of Zane Gonzalez field goal range. Absolute disaster in this game, guys. An absolute disaster in this game. From the 31-yard line, the Atlanta Falcons have the football, looking to get a walk-off field goal, a throw to Darnell Mooney, who takes it closer just past the 25. He runs out of bounds with 24 seconds left to go. And honestly, if I'm Atlanta, I hand this off to Bijan Robinson. I keep it on the ground. I keep this on the ground. Oh, that last play was a 1st and 5 at the Tampa Bay 32. It was a 5-yard penalty, I guess. So 1st and 5, a 5-yard pickup brings up a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 24 seconds left to go. Pistol formation for Atlanta. Can't believe this is how this game is going to end. It's a snap and a handoff. They do keep it on the ground. The Buccaneers not going to use their timeouts and try. This is when you use those timeouts. Wow, this is embarrassing, bro. So 7 seconds left to go. Kirk Cousins going to spike it with 4 seconds left to go. And instead of the Buccaneers trying to get the football back with just a little bit of time, they're going to allow the Atlanta Falcons to take this walk-off field goal. So from the 25-yard line, this will be a 38-yarder. Is that right? 25 plus 20 would be 45. 43-yarder to win this game. So a 43-yard field goal to win this game. Mike Evans is livid. The walk-off field goal, they're going to use one of their timeouts to try and ice the kicker because they're going to think they're so smart. Yup, and here comes one of those timeouts because you're a big old stupid dummy. So one timeout going to be taken right there. And they have one left, man. I don't know why the Buccaneers did not manage the clock better. What were you doing, bro? What on earth were you doing? And for the Falcons to find a way to come back and win when they've got nothing here left to win, it's crazy to me. Congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm over here talking about Raheem Morris, Fire Morris, man. Bowles is an absolute doofus if that's the way he's going to be managing this team. Well done by the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see if they can win this game. Lining it up on 3rd down and 10 after the spiked football. For all the marbles, here we go, guys. A 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good! And that will be your final. The Atlanta Falcons will win this game by 1. You have got to be kidding me. Wow. Just wow, bro. Straight up just wow. How did Tampa Bay lose this game? Santino beat me. Just coming up. Just what? That's crazy, dude. Thank you, Detroit Grit. That is insane to me. How on earth that happened? Congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons absolutely deserved that win. The Buccaneers imploded on themselves. The offense stalled out. The play calling became trash. The defense couldn't contain anybody on the defense. Like, nobody could stop Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons. So, congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons fans. You guys deserved that win. You guys absolutely earned it. You fought for it to the very last second. Mike Evans extremely upset as he's the first into the locker room. Anyways, man, you like that, says Roy Williams. You like that? Kirk Cousins on another comeback game. Amazing comeback and the Falcons win, says I Am Bros. Tampa Slaw, dude. Kyle Pitts with 43 fantasy points, man. That is insanity here, guys. That is insanity. Point shaving is illegal. By the way, just so y'all know, that loss right here, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now sitting at 7-7, which means that at least until Sunday, guys, we actually have got the Carolina Panthers up there in the postseason right now. Looks like a prayer circle here being led by Kirk Cousins. And a couple players going to get around in on this one. All right, guys. Well, that's it, man. I'm going to go into vacation mode. That was awesome. I'm going to take the next 2 days off to go hang out with my wife for her birthday. And you guys won't hear from me until Sunday. I hope you all enjoy your Friday and your Saturday this week. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys.